Welcome back, all you beautiful adventurers of the Orphan Guild. It is I, your host, the D&D Orphan, back today with another episode of Dragon of Ice-Spire Peak. Our group is back, and bigger and better than ever. Our new player finally ready to join us for today's episode. I am so excited for all of you to be introduced to what I believe is going to be an amazing addition to our heroes. With that, let's recap what happened last episode. The party, finally having finished a very long and arduous fight, returned to Phandalin, relaxing, recuperating, and shopping for a brief moment before deciding to take their next quest, snatching the Mountain's Toe Gold Mine quest, needing to meet an overseer at the mine and help him inside to find what lurks in the long-abandoned dark of the Mountain Toe Gold Mine. From there, the group arrived at such place where they would meet such the overseer, Von John Raskin, or something along those lines, as he would introduce himself to them. They would have quite the introduction. Some kerfuffle of words and misunderstandings would finally lead to them actually venturing towards the mine, while someone lurked in the distance, watching ever so curiously. With that, we pick up today's episode as we introduce our lovely cast of adventurers and heroes. Please, starting us up at the top, and the greatest of the orcs, Garrak Stonefist.
Hello, my name is Austin. I play Garrak Stonefist. I'm a well, I guess I technically I'm a cleric, but I guess I don't have a domain, right? Technically.
But you will be attaining one soon.
I will be getting one now.
Especially as you enter this mine full of cultists. You see the rats standing before you, adorned in symbols and robes. Next, but certainly not any less important, we have the most ingenious of all the Tabaxis I have ever seen, Ivyn Felisar.
Let's see if I can get this without tripping up. Hi, I'm JJ. I play Ivyn. He is a Tabaxi Artificer with the Alchemist domain and also a Trickery Cleric.
Correct, Amundo. From there, we have a player so dashing that he manages to seduce all the ladies of the land. We have Donovan Willows.
Hi, I'm King. I play Donovan. He's a sorcerer who has draconic blood, but he also has a dark secret, so he has a bit of warlock in him as well. He's also an Eskimo who thinks he's a fae.
From there, we have a man so big, so tenacious, able to break mountains apart with just his bare hands, Tharn Ironclad.
Hello, I'm Kun. I play Tharn Ironclad. He is a Hill Goliath Echo Fighter.
From there, we also have a DM NPC, a wonderful bard of creation, who goes by the name of Gilbert Gungo. I am the great Gilbert, and I play him for the group for a little bit of support. And now, most certainly not least, we have our new player, currently staring at the group from outside the entrance of the mine. Everyone who's been on the channel watching for a while, you may recognize this person from a campaign that has sadly since ended. Please, the craziest of fairies, Kazuki, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Aries. I play Kazuki. I am a fairy rogue barbarian.
Indeed. I believe you are a Path of the Berserker Barbarian, and your rogue subclass has not been decided yet, I believe.
Yeah.
Correct. Awesome.
Correct.
And with that, we pick up today's scene. As I just said, you, the tiny little fairy peeking around the corner, What are you doing in this moment, looking at the group as they begin to talk to these giant rats, which you've never seen before, adorned in very scary black clothing? What is happening in Kazuki's mind? What is she doing as she watches the group?
Well, I'm obviously thinking there's a lot of people in there. And I'm concerned that maybe the rats are gonna start attacking. But I also see the person who helped me.
And as you look at the rats and your worry, kind of begins to emanate from your body, you beginning to bite your nails or scratch, actually fitting for your character, pulling out a biscuit and beginning to quickly chow down, your teeth clattering just a little too loud as everyone in the room makes a perception check. Garrak, staring at the rats, has no idea what is going on.
Oh, they changed the font on D&D Beyond again. Oh, never mind. Now it's back to normal.
Tharn,
Focused on these rats.
you hear the clattering of teeth, tiny teeth from behind you. Donovan, you as well, being face to face with these strange rats adorned in black robes, you're so in focus with them, you do not hear anything. And Ivyn, of course, being the tabaxi you are with those perky little ears, you instantly hear it. You know what the sound is within a millisecond. Someone is eating food from behind you. Specifically, they're numbing down on a biscuit, and from the sound of their bites, they are tiny. As Gilbert also makes a roll to see if he notices anything. Since I forgot that I have a DM NPC now, so I have to do shit like this. Oh yeah, he instantly notices too, snapping around in an instant as he says, "Ha! Hello, who is there? Am I the great Gilbert Gungo? Show yourself or be dazzled by my music." As he turns back to the rest of the group, "Hey, I don't know if anyone else heard that, but there's someone out there."
Ivan
Oh
already
my
turned around to look
God.
over his shoulder upon him.
You just see Donovan's eye twitch mid-sentence as he goes to tell Gilbert off, but then he's like, oh, maybe there is something outside. And he looks to the rat cultists like, one moment, as he goes outside to investigate, believing the party to be behind him.
As you look to the rats and you say one moment, they both look to you saying, "Yes, yes, no problems at all. Simply please come inside and meet the mother. Yes, our wonderful mother," the other one chimes in.
Can I insight check them?
Yeah, go ahead.
I hate that.
Rats?
I don't feel comfortable with how they're so like in tune with this. Yes, come inside type of business.
Out of context, that sounds so bad. And Ivan would just kind of
17.
watch. He would stay in the middle, because if he's over here, he's too close to the new person. If he's over here,
You
he's too
can-
close to the rats.
You can tell for sure, Donovan, that there is not deceit in their tone or anything, but there's more than what they're letting on. They are very urgently wanting you to see their mother, or the mother.
As he turns back to walk past the party, he'll sort of tap Garrak on the shoulder and tell him in Orcish, "Hey, I don't know if you can vibe check them, like tell me what type of energy they give off, but if you can."
Oh, my
I
eyes
would
have not
recommend
left. My eyes have not left. Can I actually do a study on these?
He's telling Garrak to see if he can't do detect good and evil on them.
Oh, I was gonna study them.
Whichever one you want, but he's going outside to check what that noise is.
I'll roll for a study, and if it's shitty, then I'll do a detect good and evil. But I mean, if I can just get if they're chaotic or not off the roll, fuck it.
Yeah, you can get that information from the investigation.
Oh, 18! Oh, nailed it. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Lovely.
Let me get that info.
All right, hold on. Let me see the stat blocker somewhere in here. Yeah, here we go. Here's the stat block. Okay. All right. These are were-rats, Garrak. They are a medium humanoid who are lawful evil. They have an armor class of 12.
Hold up.
Okay.
I had to get a notebook real quick
Okay.
so I could write it down. What'd you say?
Okay. These are were-rats. These are specifically cultist were-rats. They are medium humanoids, and they are lawful evil. They are also shape changers. They have an AC of 12, an average hit points of 33, a speed of 30, and they have a 10 in strength, 15 in dexterity, 12 in con, 11 in intelligence, a 10 in wisdom, and an 8 in charisma. That's all I'm gonna physically say.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Because I'm gonna
Fine, that's all I needed.
now I'm gonna just
Yeah, no, that's all.
I'm
I
just gonna
needed
send the
anyway. We're good.
stat block.
But all right, sweet. Sweet. I don't even need to do that. I immediately message Donovan, tell him that they're evil, lawful evil, but evil.
Understood. We can get down with lawful evil. The world's a shade of gray anyway.
Yeah.
He's chaotic good for the audience.
But I do let him know that they
No.
can change shape. Is it? Do I know if it's like a dryad change shape?
It's
or
a-
they just
it's-
change into like another.
You know they're were-rats, so they're able to shapeshift into a humanoid rat form
Okay,
as long
gotcha.
as a regular rat form.
Yeah.
Good to
So I
know.
do let him. I let him know that.
All right.
That they're like
And Donovan,
were-rats.
as you go to walk out, you come to Tharn, who stands in between you and the exit. Tharn, are you also going outside to investigate the noise you heard, or are you allowing Donovan to pass? What's going on?
I'm just keeping. I'm keeping
I think I'll investigate with Donovan.
All right. So Gilbert walking out first. As Gilbert begins to walk out, Kazuki, you see them here. You munching on biscuits. You quickly, I assume, stop eating your food, and what do you do as they begin to turn around and walk outside?
I'm gonna feign innocence and just stop munching on food and just stare at them with wide eyes.
You don't even move. You just stay hovering right where you are.
Yep, pretty much.
All right. As Gilbert comes walking out quickly, right behind him, followed by Tharn, and lastly Donovan, all three of them instantly lock eyes on you as you still holding the biscuit, but no longer eating it. This is just, you're holding up in front of you, just staring at them with wide eyes, hovering about 5 feet in the air. As they come eyes to eyes with you, Gilbert looks to Tharn and Donovan and says, "Holy shit! What is that?"
I got this. She's from my homeland. I got this. And Donovan will sort of go to step up
Tharn?
unless Dawn has anything to say.
Thorn will just say, I mean, I knew you were small, but are the rest of them even smaller?
Yeah.
Dawn, I'm 7'6". You're like barely bigger than me.
I'm
Anyway,
9.
You're barely bigger than me.
It's like a foot taller.
Anyway,
It's really not that much of a difference.
yeah,
Short
not that
Kings!
much at all.
Short Kings!
Anyway, Donovan will look to him unnamed fairy and be like, "Hello, sister of the wild. How have you been?" He'll say it in Elvish.
Kazuki,
Shit, can I speak?
do you know Elvish? Check your languages.
I do.
Good.
I know Elvish, Gnomish, Orc, Sylvan, and Thieves' Cant.
These
And common.
can't.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes,
Rogue,
Thieves' Cant is. Yeah, but he'll say it in Elvish because he believes Elvish is the language of Feywild, at least where he comes from.
Yeah, he doesn't know that it technically isn't, but yeah. So, Kazuki, you see this man of pitch black ebony skin with this bright silver hair and eyes approach you. as he looks to you and he begins to speak to you in a language you've only ever heard from the pointy ears, those you know to be elves.
I'm gonna be super excited and fly up to his face and be like, "You are so pretty" in Elvish, and just completely forget what he asked me.
Donovan simply replies, yes, I get that a lot. We have biscuits. Would you like to adventure with us?
My eyes widening, I immediately nod.
Well, come along then. We probably maybe have to fight some cultists. It's not for sure yet, but maybe. So if you have any combative ability, just keep it on hand.
I will do that. Thank you.
You see a smirk grow across Kazuki's face as a tiny little vein kind of pops on her forehead, and it's just like, and you swear for a millisecond, it looks like her, like the vein popping out of her head kind of makes her head look a little bigger, but it must just be illusion of the eyes as it disappears.
Donovan will simply reply, good. Now, I noticed you are flying. From my time in the homeland, pixies kind of get tired, so would you like to ride on one of my shoulders?
I'm gonna smile and say thank you and just hop on one of his shoulders.
And with that, Donovan will simply turn around and go back inside to finish talking to the rat cultists or whale rats.
Just for quick reference, they were continuously speaking in Elvish, right?
Correct. Yep.
Yes.
As
Then
Gilbert,
Thorn will
Gilbert looks to you, Tharn, as he's just like, his eyes are wide, his jaw's slack, and he's just like, "Do you know what's going on?"
I don't know, Gilbert, but Donovan, what are you doing? You do know you have a fiance back at the tavern, right?
Can I hear them?
Yeah, for sure.
Ironclad, she is a companion, nothing more. She is from my homeland. Stop assuming stuff. I thought better of you than this.
Speak a
I
language you
heard
can
them.
all understand, then I
Points to
don't have to
Gilbert.
assume.
He points to
looking towards
Gilbert. I
them.
thought he would assume, but not you.
Assume what? I don't even know what that is. Is that a flying butterfly that can talk in a language I don't know?
Hey, watch your mouth, Bard, before I cut your tongue out. It's a pixie.
What?
She is a pixie.
I'm gonna turn towards them and say hello, but obviously in common because I know that.
Are you gonna correct them too, Kazuki? Are you gonna correct Donovan?
Yeah, I'm gonna I'll just say it. I'm actually not a pixie. I'm a fairy. Well, half pixie, half fairy.
That's interesting.
Yeah, Kazuki is a homebrew pixie race.
Yes.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, how does that work?
Okay, cool. So he would have never seen her.
No, you would definitely know because of the size, and you would definitely be. It would make sense that you are confused, Donovan, though, you calling her a pixie, because the fact that because pixies are like translucent and they're like just elemental spirits essentially, while fairies have a physical body. So you would notice that Kazuki's wings are translucent. They are just made of magic essentially, while the rest of Kazuki's body is more solid, except for like her hair, her like bright pink hair is more translucent too.
Oh, okay. I see what we went with here. I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, she looks to you and she says, "Actually, I'm half of pixie and fairy."
Oh. Well, that's new. I didn't know that your kind existed. Not that I'm offended by in any way. I'm just surprised is all.
Wait a minute.
It's okay. I didn't know either.
A pixie and a fairy.
Fair
I've
enough.
heard those words before from fairy tale
Hey,
books.
Gilbert, shut up and get back in the cave.
Oh, no, jeez, boss. Okay.
Fucking hate that guy.
Why do you hate him? He seems just genuinely curious.
No, he's a bard and he never shuts the fuck up. Hate that guy.
You know what? That's kind of
I
fair.
will agree. He does never shut the fuck up.
I'd
but
like
I
to
mean,
say my magic literally comes from the fact that I have to sing, so
Gilbert,
I have to
Gilbert.
talk
That's.
to.
I mean, that's what I'm agreeing with you. But see, he does never shut the fuck up.
Gilbert.
Garrak, once you start drinking, you never shut up either. And Donovan,
That's
you're
true.
the talk.
He goes
Oh
over.
lord.
Hey,
You see Gilbert go over to the
entitled-
corner and
my
he
words have a point.
squats into the shadows.
So, by chance, is there an old man in there? Because I was laying on a windowsill out of his room, and I was in a bed whenever I woke up this morning.
No, actually, that's the person you're sitting on right now. You remember Don?
that's
Yeah,
never
that's
mind.
yeah,
never
that's
mind, I lied to
Donovan.
You
Yeah.
just called Donovan an old man?
I mean,
Well, that's
he-
basically what he was described. I thought it was this dude. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Hold on. Let me try to. How do I do it?
Right click.
Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was this person.
Oh, speaking of, as we meet Kazuki and you all begin to walk back into the foyer for the mine, we zoom in on Kazuki to learn a little bit more about our lovely elven friend. All right,
Yeah.
let's do narrator voice. Characters, where's our newest entry? Oh, can you post it real quick, Kazuki?
Fuck. Maybe if I can actually work my computer for some reason.
You're gonna have to copy because there's three paragraphs. You're gonna have to copy and paste them one by one.
I know. That's okay.
And then only post the only post the correct image, like not the one that isn't cropped.
Wait, what? Okay, I'm assuming that's you're sending it to me. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Good.
I will do that.
All right. While we take a quick moment for Kazuki to be ready, while they post that, what do you, as you guys enter back in, Gilbert goes to sulk in the corner because he's just been called an idiot for the 30,000th time. As you walk back up to the were-rats, what do you say, Donovan?
Donovan will just tell the were-rats straight up, "Hey, we'll meet your mother. I'm okay with it, but my team may want to stay out here. I am unsure,
No,
but I will gladly meet your mother."
friend, you misunderstand, friend.
Oh no, I want to
She-
meet him too.
She is not our mother. She is all of our mothers. She is the mother.
Oh, got it. And here, Tonagu, I can say in Orcish, you might want to add a bit of lunacy to your little notepad there, which is what I'm assuming he carries for when he studies
I have
creatures.
I have a notepad now. Like in person too. Like in character, I have a notepad as well.
Yeah, so he tells him, add lunacy, and also you owe me 100 gold. I do take items, but we can talk about that later.
I give you a broom. Actually.
He
I don't
says
use it
that
very
in
much.
Orcish, so
DM, I do
Would you
not
like to find a
have.
broom?
It's all good. I can post it. Don't worry about it.
I wouldn't mind.
I was gonna say, do you want me to
Offering
just
me your
post
broom?
a picture of my fairy that I drew?
Yeah, just do that. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Just do that.
It's still in clown costume stuff, but
That's fine.
I guess it's fine.
All right.
Are you offering me your broom, Garrak?
Well, I mean, I did pay a lot of money for that, so you'll have to like exchange me a little money. It's that was worth more than 100.
How much did you pay for the broom?
I think I paid. How much did I pay? I think I paid like 200.
Broom is what? Uncommon or rare?
Uncommon.
So 150.
Here we go.
Max I charge for an uncommon is
150.
150. Yep.
Yeah, I paid 150 for.
Okay.
So I give you 50 and we call it even.
I'll do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think that'll allow.
yes.
I think that'll allow me to. Buy my cape too. Then I'll be able to fly anyways.
And as Kazuki watches this
Yeah,
deal
that makes
unfold,
sense.
her eyes of a wonder widening, looking at this strange broom that you both talk about, not understanding it to be a special broom, only knowing brooms to be a tool used for cleaning by elves and similar races. She looks in wonder and awe as we finally learn a little bit more about Kazuki. Kazuki's origins are veiled in mystery, as she herself has no recollection of where she came from. All she remembers is wandering alone as a child in the sprawling Neverwinter woods upon the Sword Coast. With her pale skin, delicate pastel pink hair, and piercing silver eyes, she looked almost ethereal amid the wilderness. Using her resourcefulness, she crafted garments from dark, tattered cloth that contrasted sharply against her luminous appearance. For years, Kazuki lived in solitude, forging a life among the trees and rivers. Her rare interactions were with gnomes from Nomengrad, who occasionally ventured into the woods for supplies. They marveled at her peculiar beauty and innate agility, offering her small trinkets in exchange for guiding them safely through the forest. She also encountered wandering wood elves, their visits fraught with tension as they investigated the growing whispers of a dangerous orc cult lurking in the shadows. The presence of this cult shaped Kazuki's formative years, as she learned to evade and, when necessary, fight these malevolent figures. During desperate moments, an uncontrollable fury would surge through her, filling her with rage. Only the comfort of food, her dearest solace, could calm her after these episodes, leading her to a peculiar appetite that defied the logic of her petite form. By the age of 20, after nearly 14 years of surviving alone, the tranquility of the Neverwinter woods began to fracture. Animals she once observed peacefully had become aggressive and diseased, their once natural behaviors now warped by an ominous corruption spreading throughout the land. Kazuki found herself fighting not only the orc cult, but these twisted abominations, honing her rogue skills with a precision born of necessity. Everything changed when she witnessed an extraordinary event. A group of adventurers entering the woods, crossing paths with the shape-shifting orc cult leader. From the shadows, Kazuki observed these brave souls battle corrupted insects and rescue someone from peril. She was awestruck, and when one of them confronted the very god the orc cult itself worshipped, causing a challenge she had seen countless wood elves attempt, only to meet their demise. Though the adventurer did not defeat the god, their survival alone was an astonishing feat. Kazuki's admiration for the group grew as they pressed on, their camaraderie and determination igniting a longing within her she hadn't felt before. Compelled by curiosity and admiration, Kazuki secretly followed the group of adventurers as they tracked the cult to an ancient, crumbling shrine deep within the mountains. From the sole intact tower of the structure, she watched as they waged a ferocious battle against a new type of orcs, unlike any she had ever seen before. Their strength, courage, and unity mesmerized her, and for the first time, Kazuki felt a desire to be a part of something larger than herself. She trailed them all the way back to a bustling town nestled near the mountains, where they briefly shopped for supplies before returning to the tavern. Peering through the window of their rooms, she would watch their interactions with wonder. One moment in particular tugged at her heart. A dark-skinned man with ebony features embraced his tiny wife with such tenderness that it stirred a deep loneliness within her. Overcome by emotion, Kazuki curled up on the windowsill, softly weeping until sleep overtook her. Unbeknownst to her, the window would creak open, and a new chapter of her life was about to begin. As we cut back to the scene at hand, Kazuki sitting upon Donovan's shoulder, the very man she watched sleep soundly with his wife last night, just watching the group interact and being prepared for what to come next. So as you finish up your deal, trading over the broom, Garrak to Donovan, the two were-rats look to you and say, "Now is it time? Is it time? Are we going inside to see our wonderful mother?"
Sure, let's go. And he'll sort of just tell the broom. I'm assuming since it's changed ownership, he can pick a command word.
Correct.
Yeah,
So
but
he'll
it's for up and down.
He'll just say glide in Elvish. That's the command word.
Okay. And as you agree to come inside, you see the were-rats walk over to the door behind them and open it. As they walk inside, gesturing for you to follow them. "Come, come, meet our mother. She waits for all of her children." As you see them quickly scampering inside.
Donovan will just lay back sort of lazily on the boom, almost like it's a couch, like sitting sideways, and he's just floating out.
It's not like a hover ride. Like what?
Yeah, he's using it as like a hoverboard to like glide across the floor. He's not going too high or too fast.
Silver Surfer.
Sorry,
Yes,
you're standing.
exactly.
You're standing on it
Can he do that? Is that
with
fine?
with an
Athletics check.
acrobatics
Athletics check.
but yes, acrobatics check.
Oh, okay.
Does
Falls
require.
flat on his
It
face.
requires dexterity. That is a.
It does. It does.
Motherfucker. Ow. Sorry, my cat just jumped on.
No, it's funny
Okay.
because if he falls, he's gonna crush your ass too.
No,
Yo, motherfucker. If you
And then you can.
No.
I'm dead.
What do you roll? What do you roll? I didn't see it yet.
hang on, I haven't rolled it yet.
Okay.
Yo, I can't die before I've even lived, man.
I mean, that would be quite a fall if you take full
Oh.
HP damage.
You want to add a funny dice on that if you have any?
I don't know if I have any.
You want to
No,
check?
I think everyone kind of like ran out of those.
Oh
Apart from
no,
maybe
I still,
Tharn.
I still
Yeah.
have two.
I was gonna say Fawn's the
No,
only one who
No,
like
I-
funny dice.
didn't use them.
Pooh! Wouldn't it be funnier if I let you fall though?
No.
Yeah, exactly. You get funny dice, but you take 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
And squish your new
Wow,
teammate.
he's not-
Yeah, and they
let-
take
let me be
5d6.
clear, he's not falling. He's literally tripping. How would he take a D6 of bludgeoning damage?
Yeah, I mean, At least a D20.
Shut up.
Oh
It'd be
yeah,
like a
yeah. Sorry,
D12.
at least a D100.
Okay. But Donovan, sadly, as you step upon the broom, attempting to get your balance, you find yourself slip off the side. You catch your feet with a 10. It's enough where you don't fall flat on your ass, but you are not able to hold your balance, at least not yet. Maybe with some training, you'll be able to accomplish it. But you could, of course, just sit on it and hang your legs to the side and hover a bit in the air as well and ride on it like a chair.
Yeah, that's what he'll do. That's what I wanted to do initially, but Silver Surfer became an option, and I was like, oh, hell yes. So he's going to be like, maybe not yet, and he'll just sort of sit on it like a
He's like, I need
chair.
to train.
All right.
Well,
As
you
then-
attempt
Hold magic
do that
properly.
on your
Don't
shoulder?
Oh, come on. Did I really not make these entrances big enough? Okay, I totally did. I don't know what's going on with that.
Quick question though,
What?
because
Oh,
he's
what
looking
happened?
into a rock.
What happened?
Um,
What happened? What happened?
Is the
That's not the
area
next question.
lit up though?
Yes, there's torches everywhere. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Donovan's
Otherwise, I would have been
broken.
summoning my.
Donovan and Kazuki
Yeah.
are broken. I gotta replace them. What the fuck are
No!
they? Kazuki is back.
Well, I'm dead and I barely even. Oh, I'm back.
You're back. Alright.
All right.
DM cards revivify.
Yes.
Okay. Move this back to the mount layer. Go ahead and to attach her to you. Alright, now when I move your character, it'll move her character. Alright. Add a light onto you.
1 foot tall.
Okay.
Nine.
Can I bring you to? Okay. All right. As you begin to glide to the door, following behind the rats, the rest of the party, do you all follow as well?
Yeah.
Ivan will be at the very back
Yes.
of the
No,
marching order.
fuck off.
I'm following because I have to, if I have to fuck him up, I have to fuck him up.
Don John Raskin follows in, and Gilbert follows in behind him. Actually, no, Gilbert doesn't go anywhere. 'Cause
Gilbert follows.
Gilbert doesn't go anywhere, actually, because Gilbert wasn't told he can leave the corner yet.
Oh,
Gilbert, bring your ass.
Yeah, you don't fucking
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
The last thing you did
You
was
don't
you
know.
told him off, and you forgot he existed, probably. So you don't fucking know shit.
No, that's the shout. That's the shout. Donovan lets
Gilbert. I bet that made Gilbert feel so good. He was like, I'm recognized.
All right. As you glide in, following through the tunnel, Donovan, you find another open doorway where the two rats you had just seen are standing now to the right and left of the opening. And you see in the back another one of those same kind of rats dressed in the black clothing, and then to the right of them, another rat, though wearing quite different attire. You see this frail-looking female rat adorned in white and gold robing, with a strange crown made of thorns adorned upon her head. She sits upon a rock holding a staff, looking at you all as you enter inside. Entering inside, as you do, the two rats look to you all and say, "Please, please, everyone, bow for our mother, the great, glorious mother." As you see the two rats instantly drop to their knees and begin to like do the Japanese like head on the floor bow.
Doggies up.
Yeah, doggy.
You mean prostrating?
Yeah.
More or less, yeah. Donovan will just give a slight head bow, like, "How do you do?"
Tharn will just stare.
I don't
Rock-
even go in yet.
You
I just
still-
stand at the door.
Don John Raskin's looking around the corner like, "What the fuck is in my mind? What the fuck is in my mind? Excuse me, orc boy, please let me through."
Oh, yeah, sure. Can I scoop by Tharn and all that? Am I able to?
Yeah, for sure.
Relegated to orc boy.
I can't. Oh, there you go.
As Don John Raskin comes storming in and walks
No,
right
mhm,
past
mhm.
you and Tharn, Donovan, as he stands in front of you both and he looks to this figure and he says, "Excuse me, this is my mine. I am
You know,
the overseer."
Can I telekinetically pinch his lips closed before he gets us all into combat?
Yeah, you use your mage hand.
Yes.
All right, you
I
summon
would not.
Agree.
you summon your mage hand and you quickly grab him by the lips.
Pardon me, my lady. Donovan will say, "Pardon me. He's a client of ours, and he should really be waiting outside. But
Yeah.
why have you found yourself? Why have you found yourself in this mine? Like, why are you at this location?"
You just see him. He gets mad and he storms over to the corner. She slowly, her gaze drifts from him to Tharn and finally to you and Garrak standing next to each other as she says, "I am the mother."
well, we gathered that much.
Yeah. Like what? Yeah.
Why are
That
you
was-
here?
That was the whole introduction.
As her eyes kind of like blink blankly looking at you and she repeats herself, "I am the mother.
Can I roll Oh, can I cast Detect Magic with Subtle Spell to see if she's under any, like, befuddling influences?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast Detect Magic with Subtle Spell. Let me just mark off the sorcery point.
As you hear the mother repeat herself over and over, you see the rats quickly get back up from their crouched state, and they both look to you, and all three of the rats look to you, and they say, "This is why we wished for you to see our mother, because mother is not acting correct. Ever since we encountered those bastard dwarves," as their voices quickly, sharply pitch change to deep, grumbly, scratchy, horrendous sounds. Before
Okay.
quickly returning. She
Okay.
has not
so you
acted
guys can
right.
be prepared. Alright.
As the mother just looks around, look at all the rats and all of you, and just once again repeats, "I am the mother."
Do I get any detection from Detect Magic?
Yes, you detect a curse upon her.
He'll look at Garrak and be like, Garrak, she's cursed. Can you do anything?
Not yet.
Oh, that's a no.
No, not yet. Not technically. Wait,
What do you mean?
Wait, hold up. Did I get this or? No, I did. Holy shit! No, never mind. This counts as mine. Okay. Yeah, I actually can. I can do something.
All right.
Can
What do
you
you?
remove the curse?
So I'm kind of scared to touch her, but I walk up and
Okay, I'll back you up, and Donovan will walk up.
yeah,
with
definitely
Garrak.
back me up because I'm not sure. This is my first time. I'm not sure this is gonna work. So I walk up.
As you
I-
begin
I
to
touch
approach,
her.
as you begin to approach the mother, the rat that's been sitting next to her, you realize, acting as like her caretaker essentially, jumps in front of you and says, "What are you doing to our mother?"
Can I
Calm
try
down.
to smack it so hard it goes flying?
No, please. God damn it.
Are you
no.
doing that, Garrak?
Why would I not do that?
God,
Okay.
you
Gotcha.
dumb son.
I'm not doing it.
What do you mean you're not
I'm
doing
still
it?
trying. I'm still
Well,
trying.
you're not doing it, you-
I'm still trying to. I'm
Weakness.
still currently. I have my hand out. This is the thing I've never done. So I just have my hand out and I'm pointing it. I'm not sure how to do this. It says if I touch it. So I guess I just touch
Donovan
her.
will
So
sort
can I
of-
jump at her? Can I try to jump at her and touch her?
He's standing between you and her, and he's asking you what you're attempting to do to mother.
Donovan will sort of intercede and
Yeah,
go to
I'm gonna let Donovan
persuade-
speak for me.
He goes to persuade the caretaker, and he's like, "Calm now. We merely seek to cure the mother so that she is returned to her righteous state of being."
Roll me persuasion at advantage for that wording.
Wait. 20
Huh?
at advantage. Persuasion is +8. Come on, Albert. Do not screw me on this.
Jesus.
15.
Okay. Yeah, a 14 DC would make sense for this. So, I'll say you beat it. As the rat looks to you, looking you up and down, and says, if you can truly help our wonderful mother, then I guess.
I lean over.
But if any funny business, I will fucking eat your flesh."
Oh my god.
You will try.
I do lean over to Donovan. I do
God
let him know.
damn
I'm
it.
like,
Go on.
this is my one of like, this is like one of 2 3-level spells I have. Just letting you know. So I've only got one more badass spell after this. So. And then I use remove curse on her. I walk up and I lay my hand on her.
She looks to you and she says, I am the mother. As you lay your hand on her shoulder, I assume?
Yes.
And you cast the spell, Remove Curse. As she looks to you, what is the information of the spell, Remove Curse?
As you touch, all curses affecting one creature or item end. If the object is a cursed item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object. It can be removed or discarded.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so it doesn't have any level, stipulations about level or anything. So you see her eyes begin to go from a glazed over, hazy, foggy look to suddenly returning to a bright orange, amber-filled color with deep black slits like a cat's eyes down the middle as she looks to you and she says, looking at your hand and looking up to you, and she says, why is an orc touching my shoulder?
Because he's removing the curse you under, my lady.
As
I'm just trying to help.
her eyes widen, looking around the room, seeing Don John sitting over here, the rats standing back here, Tharn and you and everyone. Ivyn, are you still just standing at this door?
I'll be watching.
Okay, so you're over here then, not okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I can't see my character, by the way.
Oh, you
Like when
can't?
they were in here, I'd not got dark vision, so like he was in there. I tried to move him.
Your
like,
character has
You're
a
at the
light.
back seat.
You have a
You're
light.
at the back seat.
not on my screen. I do not.
That's so weird. Hold on. Let me remove your light and then turn it back on. All right, remove light. All right, now do you?
Yeah, no, I do.
That's so weird. Yeah, you had light the whole time for me. I was so confused.
I knew that I was there. I tried to move it, but obviously I can't interact with things in the dark.
Ah.
Yeah, no, actually,
Yeah,
it'd be
can't
more
find
like
me.
here, like peeking around the side.
Okay. As she looks around, you hear the rats, oh, mother, as they all begin to run up to her and they instantly drop and begin to bow and kiss at her feet. As she looks around and she says, where am I?
Donovan sort of steps forward to give her the information, and he sort of just tells her, like, hey, you're in a mine that belongs to that guy over there. And he points to Don John, and he's like, we don't particularly know what's going on, but apparently there seems to be a cult of individuals that follow you and believe in you. What's the last thing you remember? Because they mentioned having a bit of an altercation with some dwarves.
That's right. The dwarves. Those wretched bastards of Abathor. Those rotten, scummy, little midget fucks. As you see her quickly beginning to get angry, looking to her staff.
Well, my lady, please calm down. Listen, we got no love for Abathor. To be quite frank, we got beef with them as well. So I propose a alliance. Would that be agreeable?
Roll persuasion. Would anyone like to help in
Okay.
with this? Kazuki, since you're sitting on Donovan's shoulder, would you like to help in?
I'm not gonna lie, I walked away for 2 seconds to feed my cats. What just happened?
He is talking to the mother, the cult leader, and she's talking about how the last thing she remembers was interacting with some dwarves who worship a god called Abathor. She's really angry. She hates these dwarves. She's really angry at them. And then Donovan was like, well, actually, we hate Abathor as well, so maybe we could have an alliance. And I'm asking you, since you're sitting on his shoulder, if you would like to say something as well to help him and give him advantage on his roll.
Do I know that god?
While you don't know of the god, you've never heard the god speak like you've heard the god of the orcs speak. You do know that you've heard the whispers of his name recently, in conjunction with the recent corruption.
Okay. So my assumption is that he's just part of the corruption thing. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna make it seem like that. So
So what do you say?
there was a lot of corruption in my forest, and I think that person is the main reason, and I don't like him either. So
As she looks to you and she's like, one with nature, as we are as well. As she indeed is persuaded a little bit more. So roll at advantage, Donovan.
Yes. Thank you, Kazuki. Guak, I hope you're taking notes.
I just learned to shut up.
Yeah.
I learned not talking is my best move
Good.
here.
Good thing for
19.
that fucking advantage, huh?
Yep. I don't know what I got. It's white screening for me, but
It was
I see 19.
you got
Got a
an
19.
11 and a 3.
Oh my!
Yeah, thank God. Good for that advantage. So yeah, 19 is plenty high enough as she looks to you and she says, maybe a temporary alliance could be established if it is true that you as well seek the destruction of Abathor's cult. However, as for him, pointing to Donjon, this mine belongs to us now, for our home was taken by your kind orc. We used to live in a shrine, not too far from here, but now
Whoa!
we must live here instead, because they forced us out, killing over half my beloved followers.
Damn.
Well, Mother, funny you should say that because we actually took care of those orcs.
Yeah, we
So
kind
we
of
can move
killed the
back
shit out
to
of
your
them.
home.
She looks at you with shock. As she looks at you and she says, you must be telling false truths.
No, we
There's-
murdered the shit out of them.
Donovan looks at her and just straight up says in Celestial, baby, I wouldn't lie to you. I ain't got no reason to.
As she looks to you and she says in Celestial back, one of the language of the hires. Interesting.
I
Interesting.
gotta learn.
If you truly mean what you say, and before we leave this mine, you eradicate those dwarven fucks, then I believe we will agree to leave in peace and return to our home, and allow this man to take what he believes to be his.
Yeah, he's a bit of a creature, that's for sure.
Very well. Since we have an alliance, I must warn you, I have sent a pack of my were-rats in their rat form to be ready to ambush those dwarven bastards from where they hide deeper in the mine. I will send a rat now to tell them that you are to be spared, and they are to join you in the fight against those little rats.
I assume we shall find you at the shrine when we are finished here.
No, I will not leave here until they are exterminated. When they have been dealt with, then I will return this to who believes they own it. Looking back to Donjon again.
I see. And I assume if we find anything shiny, we can keep it.
I care not for trinkets, only for the lives of my family, my kin. Gesturing
Sweet.
to all the rats.
I see. And Donovan will sort of take. Does she have a ring on either of her hands?
Yeah, every single finger of both of her hands are adorned in jewelry.
I see. Shall we seal our agreement then?
As she lifts her hand up, gesturing it out.
As she lifts her hand up, Donovan lifts his own hand to her so that it's seen as mutual and not just one kneeling to the other. It's seen as like an alliance.
She looks to you and she says, no, if you wish to form an alliance with my family, you must bow and kiss the ring. She gestures specifically to the biggest ring on both of her hands. That is a giant, literally, like, you know those hood ornaments on like really ghetto ass cars that like have like the fucking rhino coming out of the car or some dumb shit like that. It's a big rat ring. It's literally a rat coming out of a ring.
Donovan stands there for a moment and he's like, one moment, Garrak. And he'll switch to orcish as he says, Garrak, come kiss her ring.
This seems like a prank.
It's not a prank, I promise you, it makes sense because it shows that not only are you on her side, you understand what she wants and you agree to it. So please,
Oh, really?
don't torpedo this like you did.
All right, now
outside.
I go over and I kiss her ring.
As she looks to you and she says, "Oh, an orc with such humility and humble. I like you, boy." As she kind of licks her lips, looking at you, Garrak.
I look up at it. I look at. Oh my gosh! I look up and I smile at her.
You're as flustered in real life as you are in game.
There you go.
As she looks to you and she says flat out, "Boy, have you ever thought of marrying into power and wealth?"
No, but now I am.
I would love to take a fine, fit specimen such as yourself for the family. After all, adding orc blood to our rare rat blood could produce quite impressive offspring.
This is crazy.
That actually does sound true. That does
Just
sound pretty
imagine
cool.
this Donovan being the greatest wingman in D&D history.
That actually does. I mean, no, that actually sounds possible. Yeah.
As she looks to you and she says, "Return to me if the deal interests you, because if you stand by my side, you rule as the king of our family, the father of all."
This is so weird.
What? Do I have to think on it?
Bro's about to fuck a
honestly,
rat.
I want this now.
I mean, personally, rats with orcish resilience, I don't know, man.
That would be fucking dope. Not gonna lie.
Ivan just kind of still watching from the side. His ears just
Imagine having
outturned at
rat
the
kids. That's
hearing
fucking
this.
what?
Oh, he's
Orc with a rat.
masterminding the fuck out of this. I'm so happy.
As she looks
he
to
did not
you,
expect this.
as she looks to you, and as you kissed her ring, and you're still kind of standing right in front of her, she reaches her hand out and like just caresses your cheek with the back of her hand. The
I fell in love.
jewels and gold just rubbing against your skin. You can feel the wealth. You can feel
fell in love.
the inequality.
Bro.
I think Tharn will just grumble into himself like, I think you'd have better luck just suggesting alcohol.
No, I feel like no. She seems like a half decent good person. Can I? I know this is gonna sound fucked up. Can I roll a study without her noticing?
You do not have subtle spell, so no.
Ooh, can I roll a stealth check just to cause some drama?
What?
Or try to.
What do you want to do?
So first of all, here's very poor stealth. Donovan's just gonna tell her, yeah, and you can talk to me if you want some willpower in your blood.
Oh, absolutely not. Kazuki's about to just fly off his shoulder.
Yeah, I definitely say don't I would not fuck around. And if you want to find out, go ahead.
Alright, no, he's not gonna be that much of a shitlord. He was just joking anyway. But he will say which way to the entry point to the mine. Seriously.
She points over to her rats over here and she says, "One of my rats will lead you. Simply follow Jenny." As the rat in the very corner instantly wakes up from its nap and says, "Huh? Me, boss? Want to follow me? Okay, boss." as the giant rat begins to walk over to the door, and you see it reach up its little fucked up arm, and it opens the door.
Oh. Oh, well, we're gonna follow Jenny. As they walk, Donovan's just gonna turn to Garrak and talk to him in Orcish, like, yeah, see, man, you're the greatest wingman ever. You're welcome.
Dude, really though, I'm not gonna lie. I turned her. I'm like, message me.
Oh Lord.
Message spell me.
She gives you a wink.
Oh, fuck, wingman and the hardest.
Ivyn,
Yeah.
as you see Garrak and Donovan beginning to walk around the corner, quickly followed by Tharn and, of course, Kazuki sitting upon Donovan's shoulder, what do you do?
You would probably follow along very quickly past this area here.
Oh, shouldn't we go get that one person?
Gilbert,
Oh, the big.
you mean?
I don't
Oh,
know.
the guy that's in the corner.
Yeah, the bard guy.
Yeah.
Gilbert's ears perk up.
Oh yeah, that dude.
What?
Yeah, I
The
said
guy douchebag over here was a douchebag against
Gilbert's-
that bard.
Gilbert's. Oh, and then his ears immediately go back down.
Should we get him? I don't know.
Yeah, Gilbert.
I mean, if
come
you
on.
want to.
I mean, if you think you can say Gilbert, come on from where you are to where Gilbert is,
Well,
Your
it's
other-
a mine, doesn't it carry?
It's
an
gonna
echo?
echo, yeah.
What are the
What-
acoustics like?
You also
what
have
kind
the
of terrible minds have you been in?
You have the message cantrip too, of course, Donovan.
Oh yeah, I guess I messaged Gilbert. I do forget. I always forget I have that.
What?
You have doors in the mine.
As Garrak, as Garrak, you message cantrip, Gilbert. What do you tell Gilbert?
Where you at?
In the corner where I'm supposed
I don't
to
even.
be.
I don't even do it. I just hit him with the WYA.
I'm in the corner where I'm supposed to be.
There's like 50 corners in. It's a mine, dude. Like.
The corner in the entrance where I was told to stay.
Oh no, you're supposed to. No, follow us. What the fuck?
Um,
Don't get lost.
where did
I
you
do-
all?
I do-
Where did you all go? As he.
I tell him direction so he doesn't get lost.
Okay. Because I was about to have him go straight the other way.
Yeah.
All right. As you quickly hear the opening of a door, the shutting of a door. Oh, sorry. Hey guys.
What's up?
He's back.
Hello, hello.
Is he scared of the rats since he doesn't know like that they're actually chill?
No. He's looking at him and he's looking at him with like, whoa, they're big.
Fear is not a problem with this man.
Don't like that laugh.
Most people who are as dumb as Gilbert don't really have fear.
That is true. That is true.
Gilbert has
This
a
is why
great
Tharn is feared.
Gilbert has a great charisma modifier. He has a terrible intelligence modifier.
What about his wisdom?
Just about as bad. He doesn't make the best intelligence-based decisions and wisdom-based decisions.
Oh.
He goes off gut feeling, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
He
Gut
feels it in his balls.
I was gonna say gut feeling or nut
Yeah,
feeling since he's a
feels,
god.
he feels that shit in his balls. As you all walk into this side part of the mine, where you find there's just a nest of sleeping giant rats. One of them having woken up and opened the door, looking to you all, saying, "All right, follow me." All right, follow me, guys. As the rat Jenny begins to make its way through the mine. Donovan, you
All
quickly riding along your broom, following behind. You all make it to the first bend in the road where the rat says, "All right, we got to go right from here." And the rat begins to go right.
Okay.
As you continue to follow along, you see the mine leads quite deep into the earth, descending some stairs as you lead to another crossing intersection. The rat be looking around saying, that's the room with the golden bug. That's the room with nothing. So we gotta go this way. As you hear him say,
Wait.
that's the room with the golden bug, do you say anything?
Yes. What's the golden bug?
when we came to the mine, there's this giant bug over in this room over here," as he points to the door, "and it seems to be made of pure gold."
Oh, good to know. Maybe we'll take a look at that later,
Okay.
if that's okay.
No, I don't give a shit.
All right.
Are the rest
I
of you
mean,
guys following?
Yep.
Yeah, I just thought it'd be easier to wait until it's done and do it along.
Alright.
Wouldn't,
DM, I'm gonna text you something.
Go ahead.
wouldn't that affect Ivyn, though?
With
What-
what effect, Ivan?
The gold?
Oh no! Currently, his greed
No.
is the leaf is starting to rot away. It's about halfway wilted now, where it was a quarter wilted last time. But his greed is still not returned.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just
okay.
waiting for the DM to give me the drop and when it comes back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Just
sure
rot.
you know what's happening. The leaf is slowly wilting quarter by quarter.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I gave you a couple session timer to figure something out in the meantime. But as you guys get to the intersection, you hear the rat talk about the golden bug, gesturing to the door, and continue making its way down. As it continues, it makes its way down more descending steps before finally making it to a long hallway that you see him go into and say, "All right, we're just about here." As you all follow along, you find that the rat makes its way all the way to a hallway that has 2 doors. And at the very end of the hallway, there is a chamber of 5 giant rats. As Jenny comes running into the chamber, quickly saying, "Don't attack! Don't attack! These guys are with us! These guys are with us!" As the rest of the rats, having been ready, just about ready to leap out, look at Jenny and they're like, "Oh, okay, whatever, if that's what you say." As
Hello,
Jenny
good people.
turns back to all of you and says, "All right, those 2 doors, behind them, those bastard dwarves are hiding out. I don't know how many of them are left, but we killed a good couple, but they killed a couple of us too." Gesturing over to a pile of corpses in the corner of about 5 dead rats.
Mm.
From here, we follow you. As they essentially begin to line up behind Jenny, ready to charge into the room.
Well, actually, why don't you guys hang back for a bit? If
What-
we need you, we'll give you a signal. The orc will message you.
He looks at you and he's like, "I don't think you understand. Those bastards killed my wife, and you expect me to sit out here and not get my revenge? My name was Tommy. I only became Jenny to memorialize her. Now step aside and let me feast
Well,
on flesh."
Hey, Jenny, listen to me, man. Listen to me. I understand you're pissed, but if you could have done it yourself, you would have done it yourself. So, let us go in, see if we can't line them up for you guys to take them out that much easier, so that you don't have to join your wife. Respectfully.
I also have a trick up my sleeve, so I promise it'll be okay.
As the I was gonna say ask if anyone wants to help him with persuasion, but good job, Kazuki. You jumped in there without even me needing to ask. Donovan, persuasion at advantage.
Ooh. Getting a lot out of the persuasion skill today. It's a good thing he's proficient with it.
I'm proficient with it too.
Yes, but I
Either
have
way.
a plus
As
8.
as Donovan
I know your proficiency is fucking insane.
as
so-
Donovan
Yes.
and Kazuki convince these rats to step back for a moment and allow you all to enter first. Garrak, you begin to hear whispers in your mind. "It is time. Prove yourself, and we will accept you, young one." As
I have
You
a quick question.
1 second, Kazuki. As you feel Garrak, a gift given to you, power surging into your body as you're temporarily given your domain. Finding you now have access to twilight powers.
Ooh. Oh, finally. I can now spawn spirit weapon. Moonbeams. And Liamin's tiny huts.
And
y'all
Donovan,
y'all ready to sleep in a house tonight?
with a 17, the rat looks to you and he says, "Fine, but if you find one who's bigger than the rest, he's mine to kill."
That's the one that killed your wife. Got it.
All right. Whenever you signal us, we'll storm in.
Alrighty. And
Don't fuck it up.
Donovan would sort of just float in on his broom.
All right. You float over to the door. Do you guys want to coordinate a plan? There's 2 doors that enter in. He says that both doors enter in.
Oh,
Well, I guess the people on the bottom should go to the bottom door. The top. Bard, go through the bottom.
Yeah, that way 3 go up front, 3 go down.
The name.
Bard has a name.
The name.
Gilbert.
Yeah. His eyes widen as he quickly army
You know what?
marches down here.
Wait,
I will go down
hold
here.
up,
Actually,
hold up. Before you run away,
he didn't run away.
if you don't want to be called a bard, why carry the loot 24/7?
because that's how he casts his magic. Stop being a
No, he said he
jackass.
sings to cast magic. He said he
Listen.
speaks to cast magic.
No, sing.
Yes.
It's a mixture of. He has to use music.
Yes.
But you have a
It's
beautiful
everything.
voice.
It's everything all
You
together.
don't need the loot.
Have you heard Gilbert's voice? Have you heard the voice I've made for this character? I am Gilbert. You think he can
I've
sing?
actually well, technically we've never heard him sing. So
Exactly.
you might sound like Katy Perry. Yeah.
Ugh, please.
As Gilbert quickly
Please
marches
don't
down to
play.
Tharn, and he stands right next to Tharn, and he says, "You know what? I will go down here. It seems somewhere I am actually appreciated."
I appreciate you, Bard. I just wish you would shut the fuck up.
I just called him Bard too.
I know, he did it on purpose.
Kazuki's just gonna smack herself in the face, like face palming.
Donovan turns to the side slightly and says, "Are you okay, friend?"
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, we're probably about to go into combat, and I hope you're okay with being catapulted if necessary. Ready? Let's go.
Yeah, that's fine. Fine.
Ivan would like to prepare a potion before we go in.
when he says
Of
let's
course.
go, I bust in behind him.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thor
Wait,
would
like
just-
actually though, can you catapult me whenever I give a command?
Yeah, for sure.
Technically, yes. Yes, I can. I can throw you telekinetically since you're tiny.
You can throw him
That's-
physically or
that's-
telekinetically, either way. All right.
Well, yeah, but telekinetically would use my charisma,
As you
whereas physically would use my strength. Go
as
ahead.
you slam open the door, Tharn, as you swing open the door, as you hear Donovan swing open his door, you find inside 3 dwarven cultists holding maces lit on fire. As they look to you, their pale, decrepit, rotting skin. You can see the corruption coursing through their bloodless veins, filled with black, inky darkness. As they look to you, and speaking in Dwarvish, they say, "For Abathor! Feed on their gold!" As combat begins, and everyone now must
Ooh.
roll initiative.
Oh, I wanted to see if I could give us advantage on combat before we began, but okay.
Like, what do you mean?
It's crazy.
I still have that dagger I got back in like session 2 that says greed is good. And so I would have produced that dagger to sort of throw them off so they'd be like, "Wait, what?" And then we attack.
I mean,
If not,
they're
it's okay.
they're into. If they were normal followers of Abathor, I would say it's a possibility. But because they are corrupted dwarves, they are no longer in their right mind. It's the same thing with like Root. Root had no idea what the fuck you were going for because they're just so fucked up in their heads now.
All right, that's fine.
All right.
The potion would have been given to Tharn, by the way.
Which potion?
It's a shielding potion. It gives you +1 to your AC.
All right.
11.
Man, I have to drink that and waste my. No, it's fine.
Yeah. You're gonna have to drink it, unfortunately.
Wait,
Not
can-
110, 11.
Hey, I'll make sure you won't get hit unless they roll really high.
Okay.
There we
I have a 9. I have a 19 at the moment.
Rolling their initiative.
I can make it a 22.
He.
They rolled.
It's not gonna. But I do my
They're
+3 for
rolling.
initiative.
What was that, Kazuki?
If I rolled a 13, because I don't know how to take my stats and do it through that, would
Yeah,
I just add my +3?
Correct. You just add
Yes.
+3. Correct. Yeah.
Okay,
I got a
so then
20.
I have 16.
But
Let me see if I can.
I forgot. I always forget how to do initiative because like
The sword's at the top left. You just remove the 0.
Also in Foundry, I pasted an image. On the bonus, that's where you add advantage and your modifiers.
On Owlbear.
On Owlbear, yeah.
Mm.
What did I roll even? I can't remember.
You can see your history,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
Oh, yeah, I rolled another.
All right. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
Okay. Gilbert rolled a motherfucking 2, so plus his initiative, that is. Hold on.
Fucking mods, man.
All right, where is he? Here we go. View. All right, so that's +2 to initiative, so we got a 4.
Whoa, wow!
And now for the group
He's
of
as slow in combat as he is in his head.
and for the group of cultists, that is a total of 8.
Yes.
Nice.
All right. So, Garrak, as Donovan swings open the door, you are the first one to act as you see inside the room of the cave of the mine, not the cave. There is a single dwarf you can currently see in sight. This one back here. What do you do, Garrak? You're up first.
I feel 10 times stronger now that I have more power. So I bust in there, run all the way up to it, and then I
How do you have more power?
He has
Because
a
he's got his
domain.
domain now.
Temporarily.
Yeah, he's got to prove
all
himself
right. Well, I
here.
smack him in the face with my flail.
All right, roll to hit. As you grab your flail and you swing it at him.
It is 17.
All right, does that hit? Yes, it does.
It does 6 damage,
All right.
and then I create a spiritual weapon, and then I stab him with it. But
Alright.
I guess it stabs him himself.
So you use your bonus action to summon your spiritual weapon.
Yes.
What kind of weapon is it?
Little mini dagger. Like it's a little mini flying dagger.
Just make it oh my God.
I'm gonna say for all I've got is a scythe right now.
It could also be an arrow.
I don't
Like-
have an
like,
I don't have an arrow.
Can it be an arrow?
It can be any weapon.
I guess it'll be a scythe. It'll be a spinning scythe,
Yeah.
constantly rotating.
All right. As you summon your spiritual weapon, go ahead and roll to hit. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Roll second d20 and let's see how hard you crit.
Ooh.
2 times damage. So go ahead and roll 2 times damage, and you also add your modifier doubled.
The highs are high, but the lows are so low.
4 plus. So I do 10 extra damage.
All right, so 14 total.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. 14 damage plus the... How much did you do before? Like, I think it was like 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. That will bring him to bloody.
Run in whooping ass.
And that ends your
Then
turn?
Hold on, let me see what I... That's it. Yeah.
All right. Kazuki, as you see Garrak storm past you and Donovan, you quickly take to action as you fly off of Donovan's shoulder, and you begin. What do you do?
I don't think we're in that crazy amount of danger yet, so I'm not gonna rage.
No rage yet? Okay.
No rage yet.
Okay.
Fuck.
God, it's so weird because everything after the last fight's gonna seem so weak now.
No, it's just a reprieve.
Both
Well,
yes
it's not even
and no.
that, it's that I just got spells and I'm so happy.
Well, it's also just a reprieve due to the fact that the next big boss we're up against is gonna probably be another drag-out fight.
Exactly.
All right. So Kazuki, what do you do?
I guess I'm gonna use my rapier.
All right. So you
or
see,
however you're about to say
you
that.
all see Kazuki pull out of a bag of holding this giant rapier. Seems almost too big for her body. As she flies forward at fucking rocket speeds and attempts to stab the rapier into, I'm assuming, the same orc that Garrak attacked.
Yes.
All right, roll to hit.
Bam.
Oh, I'm so scared. Okay, listen, I haven't played D&D in a long time. Might need help, but I just roll a d20 to make sure that I hit first, right?
Yep, just click D20 and then you'll add your hit modifier. Woo!
Oh, I
Doesn't
have a
it-
disadvantage in strength.
That's this isn't strength, so you're good. This is
Okay.
just a hit. Your attack modifier is dexterity based because you are a rogue.
Dexterity.
Your barbarian attacks, obviously, like when you use like your warhammer and war axe, I think that's the weapons we gave you for your barbarian background. That's when
Yes.
you use strength modifier, but don't worry about that. That's only on actual strength checks specifically. You have disadvantage. You don't have disadvantage on attack hits.
Okay.
And that's also only when you're not raging. As soon as you rage, your strength checks are no longer a disadvantage.
All right.
All right.
Thank you.
So as you stab into his fucking chest, you hit him with an 18 with your roll. What's your modifier? What's your plus to hit on your rapier? What does it say?
Is fuck. I have no clue.
If you see in attacks, you see a range of a hit / DC in D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
That number is what you need to add.
Y'all, I think I'm really fucking stupid.
So go like on your D&D Beyond, you see your actions and everything. You see where it says rapier. It says like range, and then next to it says hit / DC.
Alright, let me.
Oh, okay, I see it. I was in the wrong part. Yes, it was +6.
Plus 18 plus. That's what I thought. I thought your modifier was pretty high. That's why I wanted to make sure. You strike him dead between the eyes. Roll your damage.
Okay, so that's a 1d8 +3.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So 13.
That is just enough. As you stab him dead between the eyes with your rapier, you see the tip of the blade come out the other side of his skull as his fiery, lit up red inferno eyes turn to black as his body turns to a pile of goo on the ground.
So, funny thing, I did not make the weapon ablaze yet.
I know you didn't even
That'd
use
be an extra
didn't use your-
2d6.
you didn't even use your bonus action yet to ignite the weapon. I know.
No.
Well, you still have your bonus action. Would you like to do anything else? That blood, do you think that would trigger Kazuki's bloodlust and make you enter rage? Killing that person, like killing the dwarf like that, seeing the fucking guy drop to goo and the bloodlust obviously starting to form in you?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. As you
Oh boy.
as Kazuki, you see Kazuki kill this dwarf in an instant, piercing its brain right between the eyes, its whole body turning to black goo as you see a wicked smile form on the little fairy's face, her eyes beginning to pulse, her pupils widening, that little vein you saw before re-emerging as you see her just scream out in a roar so loud that it echoes through the entirety of the mine, as you see her clothes begin to morph, stretching, cracking, and tearing as her body begins to grow and grow and grow until she becomes 10 foot tall, her muscles ripping from the seams, tearing her black attire to bits as she enters rage.
Surprise, I'm 10 feet tall.
Now Thorn's a baby.
The fuck?
As Tharn, you see this just barely across the way. You see this tiny fairy kill the dwarf dead and then grow as big as your chieftain. Muscles bigger than his.
Aren't you happy I'm not sitting on your shoulder anymore?
How does everyone react to this? Ivan, you're the only one who doesn't see this.
Finally,
Seems
someone my
that's
own
what it
size.
is, it?
Sorry, one at a time. Garrak, since you're right next to her, what do you do as this happens? How do you react?
I'm staring in awe.
Okay, Donovan.
Donovan just sort of chuckles and he's like, fucking Feywild, we have a Hulk now.
Tharn.
Finally, someone my own size.
And then Gilbert.
Actually, I'm bigger than you.
Gilbert, yeah, Gilbert in the back. Holy shit! Step on me.
Step on you!
Shut your
If we-
freaky ass up, I'll put you in the corner.
He's a bard. Ivan, you see, you hear everyone's weird reactions. I'll give you the ability to slightly walk over, and you now see this giant person. How do you react? They look
I was
obviously.
gonna react purely off of the sound that she made when she raged, because that's how I was gonna do it.
Oh, go ahead, please do then. Yes, that's fine.
Yeah. So he was mid making a potion because he made one for fun. He was gonna make another one for these lovely dwarfs, and he almost drops his vial. He sort of like clunks it from one hand to another, back to another. Slightly worried about the other two, and hoping that the dwarves were not an issue.
You then hear Tharn say, "Man, finally someone as big as me," and then Gilbert, "Step on me." So, how do you react to their words? Like, what do you think? Like, how does your character react to seeing them say that?
That's a great question.
That's
Oh my god.
why I love.
I think
D&D.
Ivan would probably be a bit like overwhelmed by the sudden information. Like he's trying to like compute it in his head. If you think of like cogs in a machine, it's like
Yeah.
they're slowly but surely turning, and it's like, so what size is that? An enemy? That an enemy? That's gonna be an issue. That's an issue. I'm gonna need to make this potion. So that's going through his head at the moment, and then fucking the bard's comment completely throws a wrench in it.
Oh lord.
As we quickly get to the next person's turn, Kazuki, as your turn ends, you had an 18, right? I'm pretty sure in your initiative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16.
Was it 16? Yeah. 16. Perfect. All right. As Ivan, it is now your turn.
finally catching the what's it called, vial in his paws, he'll give it a little shake as a almost like fiery liquid begins to slowly emerge to the top. He gets out a device that may look very similar to a Beyblade machine. As he pops it in there, he spins it across the ground. As it rolls, spins around to the center of this room before exploding into this orange mist. It's almost like a gas, and it lingers in the air for a moment before settling, coating both of these in an orange glow. They both have fairy fire casted on them. They will have all attacks against them have advantage. Oh wait, never mind. They need to make a dexterity saving throw. Forgot about that part.
Let me do that.
Fingers crossed.
Natural 1, which means
Okay, go.
yeah. Not only
Does he like?
not only does everyone have advantage on their attacks against them, they have disadvantage on all of their attacks.
Wait.
He takes 1 fire damage.
And they take 1 fire damage.
Yeah, no, that's not a part of the spell. I was just
Okay. As they quickly snap their attention from the giant, strange thing they just saw to you guys having opened the door, and they're like, "Fuck! What the fuck was that stupid powder?"
Are they both coated?
All right.
Are they both coated?
Yes, they both nat 1. I do group rolls rather than individual rolls because it's just so much easier for me. Which
Cool.
obviously gives the trade-off that if they nat 1, they all nat 1, but if they nat 20, they all nat 20.
Yeah.
I think
High,
Ivyn
high,
would
lower,
probably
low.
scoot
Yep.
back down here, giving like a thumbs up to Tharn as of like encouragement, but he's not very encouraging.
And as you look at Tharn to give him the thumbs up, you finally see it. You see into
Oh,
the
yeah.
room, and you see past Garrak, and you see the thing. How does Ivyn react?
Like it completes the puzzle in his head, and then it sets a new chain of
Puzzles.
things in his mind of just
He-
like
it's
what the fuck?
You complete the puzzle, and then you zoom out only to realize that puzzle was just one puzzle piece in a new puzzle.
Exactly, yeah, that's the best way to describe it. And
Yeah.
now he's kind of like looking at the ground, just what did I get into?
All
Wait,
right.
this person wants to be stepped on. What the fuck?
All right, as Ivyn, that ends your turn, correct?
Yeah, it does.
And Tharn, you are up.
Oh, let's see. Actually,
Oh, I didn't know Thorn got the same initiative as me.
And Tharn has a higher dexterity than you do, so he goes first.
Yeah. I figured. I just didn't
Yeah.
know his was 11 as well.
I'll just put it as 11.1, so it makes more sense.
As I charge in, I will call out to the dwarves that they're not real dwarves and dwarfish. As I bonus action to activate my large form, because I can't be outdone by a fairy.
You're not raging?
I'm not a barbarian yet.
Right. So what are you doing specifically? What skill? I forget what effect this is.
I activate my large form. Once per rest, as a bonus action, you can change your size to large for 10 minutes or until you end it.
That's so funny
dirt.
because you're technically right because you're 9 feet, which means you're technically medium. So you go from being 9 foot tall to being 10 foot tall, being large. You grow by 1 foot. You now
doesn't matter.
exactly match Kazuki's height.
I can't be outdone.
I mean, technically, I was a tiny little fairy, and you were only a foot smaller, so.
On average, I'm still large. You average 5 feet or 5.5. I average 9.5.
What do you mean? Kazuki is literally 6 inches tall.
Yeah.
She's tiny. She's
I
literally
looked up-
under a foot tall. Fairies are under a foot tall.
6 inches, man. Speak metric.
Yes. Oh, right. Yeah, right. I forgot. Centimeters.
15 cent. That's even half a foot.
Half, exactly.
I mean,
half a foot.
how can I even see her?
That's still imperial.
Yeah, but then you understand.
Yeah, I do understand because I'm stupid. I'm American. Let's be real here. Kazuki and Garrak and Donovan don't know better either. We're all the fault. We're all.
Yeah, I mean, all
We're all very
imperial.
American.
Boo.
All right, so you activate your bonus action to grow a foot taller, matching Kazuki's height.
Yeah, can be undone.
Too bad
and
that
then
doesn't
I
make your.
will-
Fuck you.
Too bad it doesn't make your dick any bigger, because that's really what the problem is here.
Pussy.
I'm sorry, Don.
every-
I'm sorry, Tharn.
Or does it?
Everything grows along.
All right. Just because,
I
hey,
think I'd
Wait,
pay
did her
look.
tits get bigger then?
Hey, 1 inches are fine. Yes.
yes, definitely. She goes from being
No,
a tiny
no.
little flat-chested fairy
Wait.
to being a. She's literally okay. So you know Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil.
Yeah, from Resident Evil, yeah.
Yeah.
Lady Dimitrescu, but green hair and a fairy, and nice instead of evil.
Green
Hey,
hair?
Pink hair.
That
So
looks-
you're
Pink hair.
so you're telling me she goes from a washboard to Dimitrescu?
Yes.
And I
That's
still
not
and
right.
I still have a short dick according to you.
Well, this is unfair.
I'm kidding.
So he does have a big dick.
Well, of course, he already did. He's a Goliath. Fuck.
Everything is big, man, except my brain.
Yeah, that's
Except your brain. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like all barbarians though have tiny brains.
yeah. All that extra
But I'm-
blood goes somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'm a fighter though. I'm basic.
Yeah. So you,
No,
I thought you were about to
bonus
say you're a
bonus
fucker, though.
action used though. So what do you do for your main action? You attack.
Yeah,
Nancy.
I will swing my halberd at the top dwarf.
Okay. Roll to hit
With advantage, of course.
with advantage. Correct.
With advantage, correct.
Ooh! Roll the crit, baby.
Ooh.
Yeah, roll the crit. That's another 20. Man,
A 1 and a 2. 2 times damage.
Is that also rolled at advantage, or is that just a flat
No,
roll?
that's always just a flat
Oh.
D20.
Damn it.
okay, so that's
True luck gods there.
Yeah.
2d10s. Plus my modifier.
Times 2. Your modifier is times 2 as well. You multiply your modifier.
Yeah, plus my modifier. Okay. Man, what the 8
8 damage.
slashing.
All right.
I also have cleave. I do have the questions though because it says within 5 feet, but my reach is 10. So
Well, you're within 5 feet of the guy, so you're good.
yeah, but I mean, if with cleave I can hit another person within 5 feet because that's regularly the range of the weapon.
Yeah, yes. I will say because your reach is 10 foot, you can do it twice.
Okay, because then I need to roll another one.
Yeah.
2 hits, also with advantage.
Okay. As you slam your axe into the first one, you
That's
hitting him
17.
right in the shoulder, leaving a chunk of flesh on the ground. You spin your axe around and you do the same to that one as you land your hit. Roll your damage.
That's without. It's a flat roll. That's 10.
Hey, plus your modifier, right?
No, from cleave it's without.
No modifier? Okay, got it. Makes sense. All right. As you deal 10 damage to that one, you manage to hit that one even deeper than the first one as you pull your axe back and you end your turn.
Oh, no.
Not yet? Nope. Do something else, too?
I'm a fighter. I have an extra attack now.
Ah, yes, you have your extra attack now,
Oh.
right? Right. We finally got to that point where you have your extra attack.
Thank you very much.
I see you
so,
as
yeah,
I always see you as the big barbarian, so I'm just like, yeah, he doesn't have his extra attack yet because I forgot you're not even a barbarian yet.
soon trademark.
Yes.
Shit, man.
So yeah, I will hit the top goblin again.
Goblin, dwarf. They do look like goblins. They do look like little freaks. Little dwarf cultist freaks.
Oh no! Oops!
That was good. Why'd you
No,
not-
that was combined.
Yeah, but you rolled a nat 20 there.
Oh, okay, then fine. It
Yeah,
doesn't
I would-
matter.
Yeah, you
I
did
would
roll
take-
a nat 20
I
there.
would take it, homie. You rolled a nat 20
Yeah.
there.
Fine, I'll roll my crits.
3 times 2 crits in a row, by the way, on the same
Easy.
guy.
Easy.
3 times damage
Oh,
and
this
3
is
times
close.
modifier.
Oh,
We're getting a taste of their own medicine now.
Plus 7.
Hey, Tharn, I don't want to ever hear about you complaining about dice rolls again.
Ah,
What? 1 session.
Still, 2 crits back to back. That is, the gods are shining upon you.
yeah, you got some luck on your side right now.
How many times was it down again in one hit?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I'll shut the fuck up.
I don't even think he got his turn in all fairness.
Plus 4 and 7. That's all plus 4. 8. 12. That's 20. That's 27 flashing.
That plus the other damage. Describe the kill.
As I was shouting, "You're not real dwarves," I will just chop its head off, really, and it will just drop, I guess.
To goo. Yeah, you see its whole body turns to a black pile of goo as it drips across your blade and down to your hand and across to the floor. And then with your second attack, with your cleave again?
That's once per turn, so I can only do that. I think.
Does it say once per turn? As far as I remember, it doesn't stipulate.
Leave once per turn if you hit a creature with
Once
a
per
melee
turn.
attack. So yeah.
Okay. All right.
But I will get closer to the dwarf,
Okay.
standing there menacingly, and end my turn.
All right. As you end your turn, Donovan, you are up.
Yeah. So, to be clear, none of these dwarves look like the big dwarf
No.
or a big dwarf.
No,
Okay.
all the dwarves you've seen so far at least have been the same size.
Cool. Donovan will just sort of uses free action to remind everyone. Remember, if we catch the big one, we incapacitate that one, not kill. And then he will fire an Eldritch Blast at the last standing one. Yes, since
5,
there was
10,
only 3 in this
15,
room.
20. Yep, you move 25 feet and you blast the last one.
Does he need to move? He has Eldritch Blast, which has a
Yeah,
range of 1.
there was a wall between you and the
Oh.
last dwarf, so you had to get into
Okay.
sight.
Oh,
Be
yes,
here.
yes.
I'd say be here, that way you don't risk hitting your buddy so much. Okay,
And
roll to hit.
Which is that advantage, yes?
Correct.
Yep.
At advantage because he has the purple glow still surrounding him.
It was.
Okay, and
right.
I'm 5th level, so I get 2 beams.
Yes, you do.
Correct, Amundo.
Okay, first beam. Might not even need 2, but let's see. 12 to hit.
Meets it, beats it. You figured out its AC.
Okay, second beam.
Jesus, without 4 to hit.
You rolled a 2 and a 4.
Yeah, his 4 plus 8. 8, 9, 10, 11,
Plus
12.
8?
Yep, that's
Yes.
his fucking spell mod. That's his and it's all by legit means. I've checked.
Yep.
He's got a good build.
So your
fuck
charisma's
you mean
20
plus 8?
already.
No. I don't know how it is exactly either, but that's what
he's got a
D&D
he's
Beyond
got a
gives
plus
me.
4 to charisma and then plus 3 to his proficiency, and then I believe he has an item that allows him plus 1 more to his
Probably the,
You haven't
oh,
rolled
it's
the
the
Pact
staff.
Keeper?
It's the staff. The staff.
It's the
gives
staff.
him the
yes,
plus
it's the
1.
staff.
God
that-
of
yeah.
the Pact Keeper.
Well,
Yep.
yeah, okay. So he has his pact item. Okay, fair.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, so he
That's
has a
disgusting.
no, I've checked. I was like, holy shit, your fucking plus to hit is crazy. And then
Yeah,
I was like,
that's a 26 for the second hit.
both will hit. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Did you want me to just roll them together?
Yeah, roll them together.
Okay, so that's 2d10.
You don't have agonizing?
Not yet.
Oh,
14.
fair.
14 damage.
He's
All right.
agonizing the last
That
one.
plus that plus the damage that Tharn did, he is bloodied As you blast him in the chest, you leave a fucking giant chunk of his flesh on the ground, and you see as it settles into the fucking, like, the dirt, it turns to goo, and you can see into his, like, rib cage. You see his organs pumping, and you see them just, like, coated in this black tar, just seeping into everything, almost like forcefully moving the organs around, keeping them active.
Can I quicken spell?
Correct. Yes, of course.
Yeah. He's gonna quicken spell or do it. He's gonna quicken spell and chuck a prismatic orb his way.
All right. You throw the prismatic orb. It's a dexterity roll.
No, prismatic orb is to hit,
Is to hit. Okay, gotcha. I forget.
but it is sorcery, so it's not +8. It's only a +7. But it is also at advantage.
Yep.
Let's see. Boop. 19.
19
Why do you have
hits.
to roll in twos?
Go ahead.
I
and
don't know.
roll your damage as the orb slams into him, hitting him right in the hole you already left in his chest, just exploding.
Yep, that's 3d8 fire damage. Specifically, since fire seems to be effective against the corruption.
Correctamundo. So roll double the dice since you're doing fire damage, as you have figured out one of their vulnerabilities.
Oh, so that's 8. That's 6d8.
Correct.
Jesus.
And you double the modifier too, because the modifier is fire. Is the modifier fire damage? I forget. No, there's no modifier for the orb.
There's no modifier on this one. No.
Yep, I remember. I remembered it in the end. Took me a second. I had to do like a loop in my brain.
28.
He is already bloody, so he actually fucking explodes. His arm goes one way, his legs go the other, his head hits the roof and just turns to a fucking pancake. And then all of a sudden, all of the body parts turn to just goo and begin to just drip.
Shall we continue, good people?
That ends your turn, right, Donovan?
Yes.
All right, and as your turn ends, you see the door swing open in the distance. You quickly all turn around as you hear, "What's going on in here? Who are you? What? Brothers! Brothers! Attack!" As they begin to charge. 5, 10, 15, 20, as this one runs that way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. That one runs there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. This one runs there. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. This one stops in the doorway. 5, 10, 15, 20. And this one stops right here. As you see the final one in the back. "Who the fuck are you bastards? This is our cave. You will leave, or you will suffer Abathor's wrath."
Well, we found the big fat guy.
Donovan will
Yeah,
just
exactly.
respond to that. He'll just look at that guy as he says that and then be like, "Fuck you, fuck Abathor, and fuck how you got here. Let's brawl."
All right, as they begin their set of attacks. All right, first starting this one right here next to you, Kazuki. He sees your big ass and fucking imposing figure, and he's like, "Yep, you need to die." As he begins to attack, rolling the first hit. Ooh, starting off with a nat 20, 2 times damage.
How far is Kazuki from me?
5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Do you need
Do
to
you
line of
see
sight?
her?
Do you need
Can
line?
you see her?
I'd say no, because the fact of this big ass wall, even if I try to trace this path, well, he could see the. Do you need to see the person or the attacker? Because he could see the attacker, but he
For
could.
Sylvie Barbs,
Let
it
me
needs
see.
to be the attacker, I believe.
Would you say
Not the affected person.
when a creature you see within 60 feet of yourself succeeds on an attack roll, so it needs to be
Okay.
the
Yeah.
attacker.
So then, yes, you can see that attacker. You would be able to see him swing, and you would be able to see him succeed in his attack. I'm guessing Silvery Barbs. I'll roll
You're
again.
damn right.
All right.
You can hear the
Not
sigh.
in that
All right.
Not
all
a
right.
net 20, that's all.
That's
You should have
fine.
seen it coming in all fairness.
That is a 15 to hit. Kazuki, does that hit you?
You said 15?
Correct.
Unfortunately.
It does?
Yeah.
All right.
It's literally right on my armor class.
All right.
Yeah, it's
Meets it, beats it, okay? As he lands his first hit, as you feel his mace slam you in the side and just begin to inject necrotic, disgusting energy into you as you take 1d6 bludgeoning and 1d8 necrotic plus 4 necrotic. You take 8 total damage. 5 of it is necrotic.
Oh.
I believe you are raging, which means bludgeoning and piercing damage. Bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing is
A halved.
half.
'Cause
Yeah.
you have
Yeah.
resistance,
So you take 5 damage, and then you take 6 damage instead of 8, rounding down.
Okay.
Yep. So you take 6 damage total. All right. As he hits you, he looks at you. How do you respond? Obviously, it probably doesn't even feel like anything because of your fucking crazy health pool.
It feels like a pinch. And then I just stare down at him like I'm about to murder his ass.
As he grabs his hammer and he's like, ha! As he quickly tries to hit you one more time. Ooh, this time a 20 to hit, so it definitely does hit. Okay? Not a natural 20, a dirty 20, so it's no crit, but he does the same damage. 1d6, 1d8 plus 4. That is... So you take 2 plus 5. You take 7 damage this time.
Is that also counting my rage?
Yes, that's already subtracted. Yep.
Damn.
As he
Okay,
looks,
now I'm kind of feeling it.
as he looks to you and he says, "Oh, big, stupid monkey." As he ends his
I
turn,
wish I could react.
as he ends his turn, as this one looking down to you and Tharn, he grabs out a hand axe and he throws it at Donovan. Oh, dirty 24 to hit.
Hits.
All right. This is 1d4 and 1d6 plus 2. 7 damage. Donovan?
Okay.
5 of it is necrotic. You have a half, so yeah.
Was it?
So 5 of it's necrotic, so it goes down to 2 damage. Rounding down. So it's actually, you take 4 damage then total. 4 damage.
Okay.
And as he sees that the necrotic doesn't really work on you, he quickly panics, grabbing his second axe for his multi-attack and throwing it at the big guy. All right. 15 to hit. Tharn?
Oh, no.
15 doesn't hit? I figured.
No.
As the hand axe just bounces off your pecs, his eyes kind of widen and he's like, uh-oh.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. That's right.
As this one,
Okay, good. That is.
as this one is now going to throw a hand axe at Garrak. All right, Garrak, first roll to hit. As the hand axe comes flying towards you, 12 to hit. I assume that doesn't hit you, Garrak?
No.
All right. As the hand axe flies past you, you see another one quickly soaring towards you. However, it bounces off the rocks in front of you, literally hitting the ground, not even coming near you because he rolled a 3. All right, so both his attacks mix, and as this one sees his brother missing his attacks, he looks to him and he says, "You idiot! We have to do good for Abathor!" As he grabs his hand axes and he goes for round 2 on your ass. First hit. God damn it, another 3 to hit as the hand axe once again lands right on the ground next to his as he kind of tugs at his collar. Haha, I was kidding, as he grabs his second axe and he throws it again. This one landing kind of a little bit farther this time. He rolled a 5.
Oh, Lord.
All right. As the big one in the back looks disappointedly and he says, "You guys are idiots. Move out of my way." As their turn ends and Gilbert's turn begins. As Gilbert's like, "What's going on? I can only see a single dwarf," as he begins to walk inside. as he makes his way around Tharn. He's like, "Holy shit on a shingle! It is time for music!" As he begins to do some fuck shit. Oops.
Gilbert, let's give him a show.
I may have forgot to choose his spells. Give me a technical difficulties, technical.
I just realized something.
What?
I need to ask you about Donovan's entire build. So since he found a multiplier that's not a nat 20, but a good portion of his spells say if the same number comes up on his damage dice, it bounces to another opponent. Does that apply to his multiplier? Yes?
Yes.
Sweet.
Give me just a second, almost done.
Yo, today went by super fucking fast.
It did, didn't it?
Quick question, because I've never obviously played with you guys before. How long does this session normally last?
We go from 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. 3 hours. 3 o'clock to 6 o'clock. So we'll be wrapping up within the next 40 minutes.
That's not even that bad.
Well, with my with my kit, maybe we can breeze through this combat, hopefully.
All right. As Gilbert takes his turn, he is going to take his action to cast Dissonant Whispers upon the one in the very back. As he sees the big guy and he begins to strum on his lute, and he says, in a whispered, hushed tone, "You're a failure, a failure." As the big guy in the back's like, "What the fuck? What is that?" And he makes his wisdom save. Oh, nat 1.
Yes.
As it critical hits, as the dwarf quickly, "I'm a failure. I'm a failure." As he grabs his own mace and stabs himself in the chest.
Oh my god.
Dealing 8d6 damage. That's a d8, not d6. Gilbert deals 29 damage to his psyche, and along with the damage that he does to himself, stabbing himself, as the whispers quickly fade to the back of his mind as he pulls the mace out and he chuckles. "Haha, good test, Abathor. Thank you for putting me through that." As he believes it to just be something his own evil god has done to himself, as he isn't even bloodied from that damage. All right. As Gilbert looks in shock, he's like, "Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. What to do? You!" He points at Tharn and he says, "You! I believe in you!" And he gives you Bardic Inspiration.
A
All right.
1d6 or a 1d8?
Currently, his Bardic Inspiration is a D8.
Okay.
All right. And that ends Gilbert's turn. And brings us back to Garrak at the top of initiative. Sorry, I can't stop singing.
I'm
now.
actually trading my initiative with Donovan.
You and Donovan are trading initiatives?
Yeah, we're switching initiative.
All
You
right.
can do that
It's a
mid-combat?
mage switch.
Yeah, it's his feet.
Oh.
All right. So, Garrak, you now have an 11. And Donovan, you now have a 20. So, Donovan,
See my message?
you are up. No, I didn't yet. Let me check.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you mean alert? Because I also have alert, but I think it is only when you start it.
Kazuki, are you talking about that item in your inventory?
Yeah,
Read its description. It should tell you what it does.
I did, but I'm still confused.
Hold on.
What item is it?
1 second. I got it for her. It's something to do with her character. I'm pretty sure she wants to keep secret.
Oh, that's fair enough then.
Okay, let me just check real quick. And Garrak, go ahead and since you're switching initiatives, if you have to get going, you're welcome to get going. You can hold your action till next turn. We'll wrap up combat at the end of this round, and we'll pick up next week, so you don't have to miss out. Okay, real quick. Dragon of Ice-Spire Peak. Check Kazuki. View. Oh, okay. Because you have the okay, this you don't even have to keep this secret because you've done your transformation. It's now everyone can now see it. You all see on Kazuki, on the big version of Kazuki, she has red tattoos that appear like burning flames across her skin. Your strength is a +1, so when you're in your rage, your strength goes up by 1.
Oh,
Okay.
that sounds sick as fun.
It's the red mysterious tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep, and
That
it
is nice.
specifically activates when she's in her rage form.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, so
Yeah.
you're currently your strength, rather than being a 16, is a 17.
Awesome.
Which doesn't change anything
Sadly,
in
doesn't.
terms of
No.
modifier.
No. But it
Yeah,
will
you would need to
as
swap out
Kazuki
numbers.
levels up, it will be more useful.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Just
Alright.
put 1 point in strength and then not get like that modifier upgrade.
All right. So Donovan, since it is your turn, go ahead.
So Donovan will see that more dwarves have come to the slaughterhouse, basically, and he'll just sort of like crack his neck and use his bonus action to activate innate sorcery, which, since his subclass got selected, would actually have a visual effect. You would just see the scales on his face and like the backs of his hands become more pronounced and like much more noticeable
Hell yeah.
as he gains advantage on all of his attacks spells that is from his sorcery. And he will cast a charismatic orb at level 2 in a attempt to sort of mop up the enemies
Okay.
as quickly as possible.
All right.
So that's
Roll-
gonna be fire. I need to roll to hit.
Yep. Roll to hit. Which one are you hitting first, or are you doing a group attack? I forget.
Well, I mean it's to hit, so whichever one's closest.
The one right in front of you, then. Yeah.
How far away is he?
10 feet.
Okay, good. So that wouldn't give me disadvantage, meaning that's still good. 3, 4, 7. Advantage. So that's a 10.
Sadly, 10 does not hit. As the orb simply flickers and fades from existence before it reaches him and it ceases to be.
None of them were just sort of null, and that's gonna be the end of his turn for now.
Awesome. All right. With that, Kazuki, as this one keeps hitting you in the side with his mace, your rage fills deeper and deeper in your gut. As your turn comes, what do you do?
I am going to take my rapier again. And
Now that
smash
in your
myself.
rage, you'll want to use your barbarian weapon. So like your
Barbarian.
great
Yes.
club.
Great
or,
club.
or
Dennis,
your
do
or
that.
or your great axe, because that's your +1. So yeah, you use your free action. You slide the rapier back in your bag, and as your hand is still in the bag, you all see Kazuki pull out this giant great axe, resting it on her shoulder. As you are you ready to attack? Go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
All right, your great axe to hit I'll go ahead and equip it. I have your character stat your stuff still up, so I can make it easier. +7 to hit. So 12 plus 7. God damn. Yep.
19.
That hits.
Yay.
All right.
And
that
then
is
it's 1d12 plus 4.
1d12 plus 4. Correct.
Oof, that sucks.
7. No, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7.
7.
Yeah. As you slam it into him, however, because you also have a reach of 10 feet, same as Tharn. And because you do have cleave as well, right? Yes, you have cleave as well. You're able to reach this dwarf here as well for a second attack.
All right, then let's do it.
As you literally take your great axe, as you slam it into the shoulder of the first one, dealing your damage, pulling it back out, you literally thrust your axe forward, grabbing it by the very bottom of the handle, and you take, by one hand, you hit him, and you roll to hit. 18 to hit, which will hit. Roll your damage. This time it's just 1d12, no modifier. So, 8 damage.
Nice.
All right. So you do another, you hit him in the shoulder as well, just tearing flesh from bone as you hit them both, roaring out. Is there anything else you can do with your bonus action?
I can rage again because my rage just ended.
No, your rage does not end.
Oh, it says that it does.
You only stop raging if you don't take damage, or if you deactivate it, or after what? I think it's like 10 minutes.
If you don't hit a creature.
Yeah, or if you don't hit a creature. Yeah, so since you landed those hits and you took damage last turn, your rage is in full effect. You are good.
Oh, then I'm chilling.
I think. Oh yes. You can bonus action reckless attack, right? Right, that's how that works, guys.
Reckless attack is
that a bonus
just you
action?
decide at the start of your turn. It's no action required.
No, yeah. So does it have to be at the start of your turn?
Yes. Because
Gotcha,
it affects
yes.
all
Yep.
your attacks for your turn.
I
and
see.
then
Yep,
affects
that's
everyone
my
else's
that's
attacks.
my bad. So for future reference, Kazuki, before you attack, you can reckless attack, which gives you advantage. That's my bad.
Oh, okay.
And it gives advantage on attack rolls against you until the start of your next turn.
Which also activates Kazuki's frenzy, which does an additional 2d6 damage.
You can decide frenzy.
Yeah. Which I mean, it can activate it, obviously. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All
when you start rage, you decide whether it's a
And-
frenzy rage or not.
Anything bonus action you can do? You can take a cunning action.
Yeah, so disengage, hide, or dash.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna do any of this.
Yeah. All right. I don't know your character. I'm trying to get used to it. Obviously, we all have to learn. We have to learn it together today since you don't really know it yet
Right.
either. I'm just trying to make sure there's nothing else you can do. Any bonus action spells? No, you're raging, so it doesn't matter. Yep. Okay. That's it.
Yay.
All right. Which
But the
then?
new rage also had bonus actions.
No.
Oh.
Uh,
No.
well-
It doesn't say. No. I don't see anything.
Let me see.
the only bonus action is to rage.
Yep. That's it. That's still it so far. At least at this level. Maybe at a
Yeah,
higher level.
I mean, maybe.
Maybe at a higher level. All right. As you hit them both, Kazuki, you do a good chunk of damage, tearing into their flesh as your turn ends, and we move on to Ivyn. You are up.
Yeah, he's gonna move up here, assuming that he's heard the noise of more enemies approaching. If
Yeah,
he
for
gets
sure.
to here, would he be able to notice that this is the same
Yes.
pixie / fairy that? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I
You'd also be
assume
able
with
to see all
him
of
being
them, yeah.
intelligent. Yeah, no, of course. Oh, okay. I feel like in this situation, he would probably get out another vial this time. It's a very dark blue, and he'll send it spinning towards, and it'll hit Kazuki.
'Cause
That's
you let it
Shield of-
rip!
Yeah, essentially, but he doesn't say that because he copyright. He's not meta. But yeah, no, he sends it out, essentially casting Shield of Faith on her. It leaves a shimmering blue aura, which grants you +2 to your AC for 10 minutes, or unless I lose concentration.
All right, so Kazuki, your AC is currently a 17.
Awesome.
And then I'll use my action to create a potion, and that potion I'll decide off my turn, so we can keep it moving.
All right. With that, Garrak, or Tharn, sorry, you are up. I'm sorry, I know Garak's got to get going, so I want to get to his turn so he can get out of here.
Yeah. I think I will just walk. What? Can? Yeah, no. Fuck it. I'll just walk. Yeah, I'll walk up to the dwarf. Hit him with my halberd as well. Yeah. I'll just hit him with my halberd.
All right, roll to hit.
Boom. That's 7. 23, that hits. I assume.
Correct.
+4. That's an 8 slashing damage.
All right. As you
And I
slice
will-
into him, you leave a nice gash wound, dripping black ooze from his chest.
I will also. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I will summon my echo, using my bonus action to summon my echo in between the 3 dwarves.
Okay.
And then I will attack again the dwarf in front of me, and I will also unleash my incarnation, getting him to attack the dwarf on the right of him.
Okay, next to Kazuki.
Yep.
All right.
So
Let's go ahead
I'll
and
first roll for myself.
Yep, roll
Or-
for yourself. Yeah, let's start with yourself. That's fine.
That's 23 again.
Hits.
Yep. So that's 10.
You bring that one to bloody as you stab into him again, ripping through his spine. You hear the bone cracking, but for some reason he stands still and not motionless, and is like almost unaffected by pain.
Ooh.
You're so shaken by that resilience and that you know, that fucking dog and that dwarf, that your incarnation, as it attacks, you kind of stumble and it misses.
That's
Question: your thing, it says you can attack again a creature within 5 feet of you, if you land a successful hit. Does it say anything about you not being able to do that through your echo? Couldn't you technically use your cleave through your echo because it counts as you?
yeah, I think I can. If you want to do it like that.
Hint, hint,
I mean-
fucking nudge, nudge, buddy boy.
Yeah.
I don't know how more obvious I have to be.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll do that then.
All
I
right.
was gonna say, wasn't he gonna attack from his echo anyway, so he could have just done it then?
He did. He missed with his echo missed then.
Oh,
I'm
you-
trying.
okay.
I'm trying to help. I'm trying to help this fight go along a little faster.
That's fair. That's fair. I don't blame you.
Fucking hit somebody. But
So you use your cleave feature to attack again. That will
Yeah.
hit.
Okay. That's a 10 flat,
Hey,
and it's for 10.
All right, and that will bring this one to bloody as well with the damage he's taken so far.
And that'll be my turn.
All right. You do some good damage as we bring it to Garrak. Garrak, please give us your last turn before you have to go, man.
Okay. So I have a question.
Go ahead.
If I've already summoned my, would its bonus action?
You can reuse your bonus action, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
not
But it wouldn't count. It
concentration.
wouldn't count as a spell.
No.
No.
Okay.
No,
yeah.
so
Yeah,
yeah.
you use your bonus action to have it move and attack. So as long as you don't use your bonus action to do that, it just chills there. It just sits spinning around.
Yeah, it doesn't count as a spell if you want to cast another leveled spell.
So we're
You
not
are-
killing the big dude.
You are concentrating, however. You do have to subdue him, but you're just not supposed to end his life because he killed the rats, the rat Jenny's wife, and Jenny wants to kill him.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we're subduing it.
Well, his name is Tommy,
Yes.
but
Spiritual weapon or concentration?
it is concentration. I'm just putting it on.
Okay.
I'm putting it on
Yo,
right now.
hold on. Wait. What the?
Can I have a
fuck? Hold on.
concentration one?
Oh, you are concentrating too. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
shield
know
of
what I'm gonna
faith.
do. I'm gonna shoot blindness and deafness at the big dude.
Oh hell yeah.
Ivyn, your magic's blue, correct?
A dark blue, yeah.
Okay, cool. Kazuki.
Did
I'm
you shield
going
the
to
faith
try
me?
to blind and
No,
deafen.
Kazuki.
Okay.
Nah, Ivan saw the new big bitch and he said, I'm gonna help her.
Okay.
Well, his mindset's essentially whichever one's the tanky ones in the group, he's just gonna make sure they don't die. So he doesn't have to
Good excuse. Good excuse, Ivan.
He's
I see how it
logical.
is.
He's smart. He's a cat.
I see how it is.
Okay, so does a 10 hit the thing in front of me?
Uh,
The orc in front of
Blindness
me?
and deafness, I thought it
Wow.
was a save.
yeah, were you doing blindness and deafness? I thought, Garrak, what are you doing?
Yeah, but this is my bonus attack.
Okay. First, let's handle the blindness and deafness. It's a save, right? What do I need to roll?
17.
17. It's a wisdom.
What saving throw is it?
On.
Con. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is.
Which one are you picking?
the big boy. Big boy.
No,
big
like-
boy.
As in blindness or deafness, which one are you picking?
Yeah, which one are you choosing?
Level 3.
No. Blindness or deafness. Like, are you doing blindness or deafness? It's
Oh,
It's-
I thought it was blind.
It's
oh,
not-
it's blindness or deafness.
not
It's
blindness
not
and
both of them.
deafness. Yeah, it's or. So
Oh,
what are you
then I
doing?
just do a level 2. Okay, then I do a level 2. I
Well,
thought
if
it would
you,
give
if you
me
do
the
it, if
action.
you do it level 3, you can affect multiple of them. So that's fine. If you still want to do it level
Oh,
3.
I thought it gave me the option to do both.
No, okay.
No,
that makes sense. Okay,
It's either
gotcha.
or.
Yeah.
Okay.
That-
no.
that
Then,
would've
yeah,
been
a
just
problem.
do,
I totally will allow you to upcast it to attempt to do both on him, but he's gonna do 2 separate saves.
That just like the Helen
Ooh, never
Keller
mind
move
then.
or
I don't
what?
want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Ivan, take
Then
the
yeah.
funniest funny die I have ever given you. That hit him
I
with
don't
the
think I heard
Helen
it.
Keller special is what he just said.
I could have.
Ah.
That's what I thought. That's what I was gonna do. I
Yeah,
was just
no, that's what
gonna
I'm saying.
make him
If you
think he died.
if you want to upcast it, that's fine. Upcast it to level 3. You use both of the targets for him, and you do the 2 different effects. I will allow that.
Oh, so one might work, one might not work.
Yes, he's gonna
Yeah.
roll 2
Oh,
separate.
okay, yeah. Then yeah, I'll do that. I'll
Or
do
both
that.
won't work, or both will work.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I'll do that.
First save was a fail, so you do blindness first.
Yeah, he's blind. Yeah.
Okay. Second sale was a pass. He is not deafened, so he is
Damn!
blinded, but he is not deafened.
Blind as
Nice.
fuck. All right.
As he laughs and he says, "Boy, you do know us dwarves can see," as he stomps with our feet. Tremor sense is what he's alluding to.
Who the
Oh
fuck?
hell yeah!
Fuck?
Love tremor sense.
Innately get tremor sense? What the fuck?
All dwarves get tremor sense, correctamundo, baby boy. They can activate it up to their proficiency every single day or every long rest.
What?
Oh, okay, so they don't have it. Okay, I thought they just.
Yeah, it's an
had it. I was
activation
gonna
thing.
say,
Yeah.
Yeah, they get it.
Yeah,
They get it.
okay.
They get it. Their proficiency bonus for refilled every long rest, and they get there is a if you take a specific like subclass route, you can get it where your tremor sense is extended to the reach of your actual sight, and if you have dark vision up to 180 feet, that means you can get tremor sense up to 180 feet.
Which is
That sucks.
absolutely
Busted. Busted. But yeah, so
Sucks.
but he doesn't activate it yet, obviously, because it's not his turn. But he alludes to being able to use tremor sense. So, as
Alright,
he
well,
is,
he can't feel nothing yet, so let's
he
tie
is,
him down. while we
he
have
is
the
blinded. So you use your action to do that, and then you use your bonus action to attack. Right?
time. Yeah.
What attack are you doing with your
It
bonus
didn't
action?
hit. It was a 10.
But like
It
just
was
curious,
the spiritual weapon.
spiritual weapon. All right, that makes sense. Okay, so your spiritual weapon span attempted to attack that dwarf, but sadly missed. Moving on, Garrak, if you have to go now, we have
Yeah, I
loved
gotta
your
go.
your lovely time, buddy. We're gonna end this.
I'll go mine.
We're gonna end today's session after the round of combat ends, so you don't have to worry.
Mhm.
Next time we'll pick up
Okay.
here, and you can enjoy the fight as well.
Alrighty, thank you.
Have a good one. As his turn
See you later.
ends, the dwarves' turns begins, and this one being bloodied and bruised, he's gonna look over to Kazuki and he's gonna attack you, Kazuki.
No.
It hits.
God damn it.
Oh damn.
All right, 17 plus his modifier. I'm not gonna say it out loud because I'm not gonna rat on myself. As he hits you with 1d8, 1d6 plus 4. The D1 is negated because the D1 is freaking piercing. The D8 is necrotic, however, so you do take that. You take 12 necrotic damage. Are you half health?
I'm bloody.
You're bloody? All right. As you roar out, Kazuki, what do you do? Like, actually roleplay it out for us as you finally reach bloody.
I'm gonna roar out, and then I'm going to get onto my knees because obviously it hurts like a bitch.
Even
And-
on falling to your knees, you still tower over the dwarf. He looks at you like, oh shit, it just doesn't end. I made her fall, and she's still bigger than me. What the fuck? As his turn, as he actually has multi-attack, as he attacks you again.
No.
It is what
Ooh,
it is.
this time he natural ones, allowing for you to use your reaction to counterattack.
Ooh, okay.
As you grab your great axe by the handle, taking it from the side, you swing it at him. Roll to hit.
Bro, please let me kill this guy. Ooh, 19 plus
Ooh.
whatever.
Oh, you slam it into his side. Roll your damage.
Alright, what the fuck is my damage? It's a
D12
1d12.
plus 4.
Are you including your rage
You good.
damage bonus as
Oh,
well?
yes, and you frenzy. You frenzy, so you add 2d6. So roll 2 more d6. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 is what it currently is.
Oh, I just meant the flat rage damage bonus that you get
Is it-
from raging.
Isn't it also sneak attack?
Yeah,
No, because it's with a
No,
strength weapon, not with
yeah.
a finesse weapon.
yeah, exactly.
Is it-
Yeah, 21 damage, Kazuki.
Please tell me
Describe
guys.
the kill. Describe the
yay.
kill.
I'm gonna take my axe and swing it over my shoulder and down onto and like kind of at an angle to where his shoulder and his neck meets and slice him down.
As you cut, you feel the bone and muscle tear and rip apart, cutting against your steel as it just slides through like fucking butter. As his eyes widen and says, fuck, one last time, coughing up blood as you see his whole body just turns to goo as you cleave through him and he drops to the ground like pudding.
Hee hee. And I giggle.
As his turn ends, his brother roars out and attempts to attack Tharn's Echo. Roll to hit. He rolled a 12. Does that hit your Echo, Tharn?
Nope.
All right.
Passes right through.
First attack misses. For the second attack of an 8, as he misses again. I just can't win today! The dwarf shouts out as the brother chimes in. See, I'll do what you can't this time. Make up for last time. As he rolls to attack your Echo now as well. This one hitting with a 21.
Yeah.
As your Echo fades away. As he's like, what the fuck? No blood? Oh well. I'll just hit that orc finally! As he takes his hand axe and he attempts to throw the hand axe with his multi-attack. Yes! A dirty 20 hitting Garrak. Garak's not here, so he's not going to be able to remember this damage. Son of a bitch.
Can't you
Tharn.
add it?
Tharn. The attack bounces off the side of the cave, ricochets off the roof, bounces at you. Does a dirty 20 hit you?
Yeah, it hits.
A dirty 20 hits. As it does a big Captain America shield move, and it hits ya, dealing 1d4 and 1d6 plus 2. Woo! Almost max damage. 9, 10, 11. Obviously you are... Oh, wait, no, you're not a barbarian, so you don't get halved from shit. So yeah, you take 9, 10, 11. You take 11 damage as it lands right in your shoulder.
Thinking he's a barbarian.
I will be a barbarian, but
He will be a barbarian.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be an ancestral guardian barbarian even.
Yes.
Crazy.
Idiot.
Funny combo.
Yeah, I'm gonna be annoying.
You're
Shoot
gonna be
from
really
range.
You're
annoying.
talking really funny words, Mr. Funny Man.
I mean, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the plan. I teleport away and I hit. Hey.
All right. With that, I believe that does end. Nope, there is one more orc. Oh,
One more.
dwarf.
Oh,
he
yeah.
He was going to attack Tharn. All right, you got hit in the shoulder, and now he's attacking at you. 16.
Nope.
Second attack, as the mace hits you again. It doesn't even. He misses. He misses.
I will just see Spose while he misses. If you don't know who that is, that's pity.
As the dwarves turn, as the big guy in the back finally says enough of this, and he grabs the dwarf in front of him, and using his first of his actions, he throws the dwarf just across the fucking way. Strength check to see if he can accomplish such. Natural 20's that. Not what I want, a natural 20, because that means it crits in the damage. As the dwarf goes so fast, flying into the wall, that he literally probably splats. Let's find out, as he's already near half health hurt. He takes, that was 5, 10, 15 feet, so 2d6, so 2 times, so 4d6. 14 damage. He doesn't die, but he is critically injured as he... I'm okay. As he slowly kind of like starts sliding down.
Abusive to your own minions.
Move.
Do I look like I give a fee-fi-fo fuck? As the dwarf steps in. As
You
he-
look like you don't give any steps at all. Maybe we should get you on a weight loss program.
You don't get to use your
vicious
reaction to
mockery.
you don't get to reaction to vicious mockery. It's not how this game works.
No, I wasn't trying to. I wasn't trying to. He started.
Fuck
and Donovan
you.
just-
You know what?
Sorry.
Hold up. I was gonna attack Kazuki, but now that you've spoken, now that you run your goddamn mouth, he says, you know what? You know, I'll show you the meaning of abuse, as he grabs this dwarf, as the dwarf looks like, oh no, why do I suffer the consequences of other people's actions? As the dwarf the barrel rolls past Tharn, flying straight at you. First, a strength check to make sure he accomplishes such
How
task.
far away is he?
5, 10, 15, 20 feet.
Okay.
So it comes flying at you. He does succeed in the strength check. Now he's going to roll to hit. It's going to be an improvised attack, so it's only going to be a +2 to hit. Does a 16. Does a 16 hit?
Roll again.
The silvery
Silvery
barbs.
Bob.
All right.
Silvery Bob.
All right. As his hand kind of slips up, 16 was the lower roll. That one's at 18.
Damn.
Made it roll better.
As the
Good
dwarf comes flying at you, careening towards you, and it hits you point blank in the chest. As you take the 2d6 of travel damage along with a 1d8 of the goddamn dwarf's weight. You take 12 damage in total.
You need better friends, dwarf.
As the dwarf lands at your feet, and he actually takes hold on the same amount of damage. He hasn't taken any hits yet so far, so he's fine. As he looks up at you, and he kind of just scuffles out of the way, and he moves to an open space. All right. And that will end the big guy's turn, as it ends today's session.
I thought the bard goes last.
Oh, yes,
Gilbert.
Gilbert, right, because the big guy went, and now it's Gilbert's turn. I forgot to do Gilbert's turn. As Gilbert, looking at the dwarf right in front of him, eek! He uses his action to disengage. 5,
Min?
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. As he gets 35 feet away, and he looks at you, Ivyn, and he says, hi, Ivyn! He uses his bonus action, and he says, Ivyn, I believe in you. Snapping his fingers, and he gives you Bardic Inspiration.
1d8, yes.
1d8, correct? Tharn, have you used your Bardic Inspiration yet, Tharn?
No, now that you mentioned it, I was thinking like, I could have used that for that roll.
All right, well, I'm going to add a yellow circle to both of you, so for future reference, we remember. All right?
Yeah.
Yep, that works.
And that will end Gilbert's turn and actually end today's session. I hope everyone enjoys today's game and enjoyed today's new player and our group's new player, hopefully permanent. With that, I bid you all adieu. And if you haven't already, make sure you smash that notification bell so you're alerted every single time we upload or go live here. Smash that sub button, hit that like button, leave a comment down below, and check the link in my check the link tree in my bio to find my partner's content at stoned_n_summer. And I will see all of you beautiful adventurers in the next episode. Peace.